Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Ghost in the Machine, a D&D actual play live stream about memory, identity, magic, and politics. Not the strongest start, I'll admit it, but we'll get there.
Little by little.
Yeah.
Baby
We're
steps.
getting there.
We've only been streaming for a little bit.
Well, we're 2.5 months in. Almost 3 months in.
I think it's 3 today.
Before we get started, be sure that if you are enjoying
It's 11.
the stream tonight, to follow us on Twitch right here. We're past 50 followers. We got the invite to affiliate. We're just setting everything up for that. So be on the lookout for a subscription button in the coming weeks. Yeah, it's still on me. Don't worry. I might just keep it like this the rest of the night.
Probably for
makes
the best.
I think I need to adjust this a little bit. Yeah, and as always, follow our friends on Animal Helper at Animal Helper, 501c3 that helps animals in New Orleans, and they do incredible work. When we last left our heroes, the party without a name, they had just confronted the Lady Katia, the Baronet of Jeffron Avenue, who, in conjunction with Professor Vasilier, they were up to no good. They interrogated Lady Katia with actually some pretty clever questioning with the assistance of Confessor Wilhelm, and they attended a party to discover more. And then they were properly ambushed at that party. I wouldn't call it an ambush when everyone there is expecting a fight. And zombies were there, and then Lady Katia turned out to be a vampire. They subdued her, turning into a mist, and she began to escape, with Gilly almost losing her life as a result of the ensuing conflict. And we pick up right after, as Lady Katia is fleeing down the murder hole, blood rushing into it, and the scene is set before us. I'm going to transition. So, what y'all doing?
How many rounds has it been, do you think, since Professor Vasilier failed us died?
Not Professor Vasilier.
Sorry, yes,
Wilhelm.
Confessor Wilhelm. Sorry.
Confessor
Yeah, we
Wilhelm.
should get him up as fast as possible.
It's probably been
So
6 seconds.
I'll just rush over and cast Revivify on him. And I'll say, somebody help me restrain him before I get ready to cast
I'll
it
come
up.
over and help.
I can snuggle him as a giant dragon.
He might be scared of you.
That's okay.
I'll kick away any weapons that he had, including that sweet-ass crossbow.
Bind his hands.
You kick away the golden crossbow that he had, the golden dwarven-made crossbow.
And I find some scrap of something to gag him with, because I don't want him casting a spell when... and I cast Revivify.
Alrighty. Excuse me. So you rush on over there. As far as your little legs can carry you, getting there. You stuff a sock in his mouth or what have you, pieces of scraps. You kick away the dwarven crossbow and the mini daggers and maybe a couple of the vials that he has on him, and you cast Revivify, channeling the energy. The diamonds.
His hands are bound.
Okay. You guys quickly bind his hands because you only have a minute, and diamonds disappear. Oh.
And I cast Detect Thoughts
Okay. You cast Detect Thoughts?
on myself.
Yes.
What is he thinking?
Oh, I am in deep trouble. She cast Detect Thoughts. Oh, I know that spell. Oh, I should probably stop thinking. Oh, shit, don't think about anything. Don't think about anything. No, don't think about it. Yes, you betrayed them. Yes, no, stop thinking.
Are you of your own mind?
Yes.
Insight.
Is he?
Roll insight.
Yeah. Do I get anything out of having Detect Thoughts up?
He's thinking.
Okay.
Sounds legit.
That's cocked.
I mean, we don't know his thoughts, though.
So you hear him.
14.
Well, he said
14? You hear him thinking, yeah, you
Straight
don't know.
10.
Okay. You hear him go, oh, no, must protect Lady Katia. Must protect Lady Katia. Oh, no, don't think that. Don't think that.
He's still charmed.
Then I say that we either leave him there until we are able to deal with the vampire. Well, that's pretty much our only option. Other than
Do we know, Can I make an Arcana check to know like the type of magic or what magic would work to remove this? Would it be dispel magic,
Go ahead and roll
curse,
religion.
restoration,
Oh,
religion?
hold on. I have that spell. It's charm person, right?
It's not a. I mean, roll religion. We'll see.
Can I help him because I?
Are you training in religion?
I'm not trained.
Oh, you can actually assist him because you got a rundown
I'm not,
from
but
Glitch.
I have jack of all trades, so.
Go ahead and roll with
Oh
advantage.
yeah, I did get a rundown from Glitch. Oh, my bad.
Okay, well.
Just-
So that would be a 15.
So it's not a spell. It's an inherent vampire ability, and it's going to last for 24 hours until the vampire is dead,
Got it.
destroyed.
Okay. So I don't know. I don't think we can help him right now. We may have to just wait this one out, or I don't know how much time we have to go hunt her down. Once she's dead, he'll snap out of it, or if we can leave him with
Okay.
somebody.
Well, she's in mist form. She's gonna go regenerate. It's gonna take her a few hours to regenerate, but she'll be back, I believe, at full strength after 2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
Is
still
that
have to move
correct?
Quickly.
DM.
No, it'll be much longer than
Much
that till
longer
she's
than
at. It'll take her. Well, she could gain a lot of strength with a short rest, just like any creature could.
How long until she's corporeal? Do I know?
1 hour. At
1
one
hour?
hit point, she
Okay.
becomes corporeal,
Okay.
and
She'll
she
be-
can spend her hit dice just like any other creature. She can recuperate.
She'll be corporeal again in an hour. And the ways that I know to destroy her when she's in mist form are what again? It was
Sunlight, running water.
and
You could try
Something else,
destroying
right?
the coffin.
okay.
Might not work instantaneously, but it might work.
How long will you be in that dragon form for? Hold up the number of claws for minutes?
She can speak. Dragons can speak common. She can speak her normal languages.
I can also speak Draconic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so can I.
And most of the party can speak. Sorry. 3 hours. So another 2.5.
Indeed.
If I may make a suggestion,
Oh, hello there.
she can't heal
Why not?
because of my poison. However,
Interesting.
perhaps that little Mr. M or someone in this castle could remove that.
Right.
So you can either wait it out or go and try to prevent anyone who might help her. Up to you. But she can't heal by herself. Not for quite some time.
We can go protect her coffin and try to take a short rest there if we find it.
Yeah, we should.
Sure.
We should take this to our advantage.
And we
Yeah.
can take this one with us.
Can we knock him out, subdue him without killing him?
One of you, who is not Justice, can declare a knockout. Because Justice cannot declare knockouts. That won't kill him. They'll just put him at 0. It'll take him an hour to stabilize. He'll have an hour before he goes to 1 hit point.
I have him grappled.
You do. Mm-hmm. Speed is reduced to 0.
Can I just squeeze him till he stops breathing?
Yeah, you can just literally declare a knockout. It's like you just...
Perfect.
It's just Justice can't because he has the zip-zap dagger.
I'm sorry, you need to go to sleep.
Oh no! Professor
They'll
Wilhelm
thank us
passes
later.
out.
And I would just carry him with
Yeah,
us so
yeah,
that
yeah.
we can keep an eye on him. He can't
We
be
should make sure
revived
he's
from anyone
fully
else.
tied, fully gagged, that he can't get out of it.
He
Do I
is tied and
sense?
gagged.
Do I sense any other thoughts in this area besides us here?
It's an excellent question. What's the distance on that?
I'll double check it.
Pretty sure no, but I want to give you your just due. It lasts for a minute. I believe it's about 30 feet and you can't pass through a lot of barriers. I'm going to say no for now.
Where's the range?
DM question. Can my dragon form fit through the hole?
Yeah, it's huge. You're a medium-sized creature still.
Oh, perfect.
30 feet.
Yeah.
Yep.
You sit there and sense for a moment. You can hear their thoughts, but that's it.
And if I step over here,
There's blood rushing down into that mass open hole that's like a trap door that's swung open. There's just blood rushing and pouring down, almost waterfall
and I
proportions.
don't hear anything past it? Or
Roll.
think anything?
No.
Or anything? Okay.
How
Okay.
How are we doing in terms of our resources for physical selves? My shadow magics are quite tapped.
I'm quite drained in terms of my vitality, but I have a few spells left.
I have a couple spells left as well.
I do not think that we have the hour to wait, unfortunately.
No, I don't think so either.
Would you like me to see where the hole goes?
How? You're medium-sized, right?
It's
So
good.
we couldn't ride you down the hole or anything like that.
One of you can ride
One
her.
of us.
Okay.
So if no one wants to touch the blood, I can take one person at a time down the hole.
I can help scout ahead. My structural integrity is fine. I can assist you.
It's been over a minute, so you lost your feather fall.
And I can fly.
Correct.
No.
And Featherfall also
Yeah,
ends
you
when you
fly, you're
land.
fine.
So even though I'm small, she can't take me, and
Correct.
okay.
I could as a horse, though.
Yeah, but
Horses can't fly.
we're talking about a bit. Yeah.
That's fair. Okay. Well,
So-
I would really prefer to not be left alone because I'm kind of in a bad state.
Let me carry this one down, the one that's unconscious,
Okay.
and Justice can come
He'll
with
stay
us.
here, or
And I'll stay here with you, and then you can go next, and then I will go last.
okay.
Because then Justice will be down at the bottom of the hole with you.
Perfect. Okay. That sounds good.
Let us go.
Sorry, I just don't want to be a
Super.
liability.
It makes sense.
So you're gonna try to catch a rest at that time, guys?
We're gonna try to find
So-
the coffin.
So you two are going down first, and then you're coming back up doing sorties, basically. Okay.
So that
I
we can all
mean-
make it down without just jumping all at the same time.
Just so I understand, the feeling that we have is within an hour she could be back up. M could be helping her.
It could
So
be even
we're-
sooner than an hour.
Right, we're
Sure.
taking it that like we probably don't have time to take a short rest.
Mhm.
Is how I'm reading it.
That's probably how it feels. Mrs. Kilgast tells you, she can't heal, but if Mr. M, she doesn't, no one knows what Mr. M can do. But if he
Right.
could, if
Correct.
there's a healer in those crypts,
I'm happy to take a sortie down there.
Or
Okay.
any sort of artificer that specializes in potions. And
fair point.
Yeah, actually,
I know, I
I
need
don't mean
that.
to delay.
No,
What
it's
were
okay.
the 2 vials that we took off of?
2 potions of greater healing.
oh wow. Okay.
Does anyone need these? I used 2 during the battle. And
I still have mine, so I'm
zero.
good.
Don't have any use for it at the moment. I don't think it's going to do me any good.
I'm quite mobile. I can feed it to one of you.
Yeah,
Keep them.
feel free to hold on to it.
Your haste eventually fades because it only lasts a minute. You sit there for a second. You guys are good. You 2 first, or are you going to try to stealth down
With
through
the
the...
dead guy.
Right. You're taking Confessor Wilhelm?
Yeah.
Maybe not on the sortie.
I was going to leave him down there and then to kind of take him with us so that no one else can revive him and use him against us either.
You're going to grapple him. You'll move at half speed by grappling him.
Maybe we'll leave him down up here for now while we do reconnaissance. And then because I think we're coming back to report. We'll be fine.
It's the rowboat thing. You can't. She's gonna have to. Well, whatever you want to do.
How far down is it into
It's
the
just an
hole?
extra
Can I
turn.
see?
You have dark vision to 60 feet. It's a good ways down. It's not more than 60 feet. It's probably exactly 60 feet. You see the blood is just pouring into this large reservoir of blood that is somehow being kept warm and non-coagulant.
So I could get down and back in 6 seconds. 6 to 12 seconds.
You could. What's your speed as a dragon? 30?
Hold, please.
Would probably be more like 12. Or would probably be more like 2 rounds. 15.
So I have 60 feet of fly speed. So I
So
go
you
to
30 and 30. It's so either a dash or 2 rounds, something like that. Yeah, but it's not catastrophically long.
So yeah, I mean, we're not going to go that far without bringing everyone else down. I think staying together is the right thing to do. So just going down, make sure the immediate area is safe, bring everyone else with us,
Of course.
go forward.
Okay.
So
Swan dive.
Would you guys like to roll stealth checks?
Yes, please.
sure.
As you peer down into the blood waterfall that's pouring into the large reservoir that is
Good
rimmed with a gold insignia, like a massive eye almost looking back at you.
Great.
Shadows move.
25.
20.
All right, you guys are sneaking. You are flying down towards the blood waterfall. And 1 second. Let me double check I have everything.
Blitterful.
So you're just flying straight down?
Yeah, just trying to kind of stick to the shadows and the edges and whatnot.
Okay.
I'm a dragon with an unconscious guy.
So you're moving at half speed at 30.
Probably not as gracefully as Joss does here.
So you guys will appear.
I'm sure you are.
Sorry that you can see that.
See what?
So,
Oh no.
you see before you is a crypt that the large statue of the serpent appears in. Just gonna get it up and focus.
Are those legit coffins all along?
They appear to be. This appears to be a stately crypt of probably the Lady Catia's family, the Catia family, whatever the hell her last name is.
Oh no.
Do I?
Is this fine?
So you guys are sneaking, and you kind of go near the. You hover. Where are you going?
Is that area up to the top where the blood is coming down from? Is that like a recessed portion?
That's where you're coming from. You're cresting on the blood waterfall.
Okay, so that's
That's
a
the
wall.
blood streaming down.
That's a sheer wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a sheer wall.
Is there room between the wall and the snake?
No.
No.
No, not really. I mean, there's. Yeah, I'll say yes. It's
Is
so
there-
large. Yeah.
Is there enough room to stash, an unconscious body?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Absolutely. There's not comfort room, but there's room.
So
Okay.
that's
He's
where I'd
unconscious,
stash
this
him for now.
Alrighty.
Comfortability.
You guys roll me perception checks.
Of course.
Oh, that's sad.
18. Nice.
9.
Alrighty. So, I guess we'll just do this. So, as you guys go and settle them down, basically with blinding light speed from the blood reservoir, you guys dash over, and there's two figures quickly moving at you. I need everyone to roll initiative. Everyone.
Oh, great. Cool.
Yeah. And you see.
Cool.
Okay.
Everything's fine upstairs.
Pretty
So
good.
do I use the...
The dragon's decks.
Dragon decks.
Oh, that's
Stop
sad.
it.
Okay. Okay. Okay, how do I want stuff? That's two justices.
Justice
I'm just
comes
gonna
out
put
of
you
the
over here to
blood.
the side, so you guys will be 60 feet up in the hole.
Yep.
Do you have any more?
Selena, what's your initiative as a dragon?
4.
Nice. Justice.
60.
Sorry, I'm a little zonked, but I'm gonna get through this. This is gonna be fun. Civilius.
6.
6. Gilly.
19.
Nice.
Did okay. Did pretty good.
So, I wouldn't say. How can I say this? You will go on the second round.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You're not. I won't give
I
you the
understand.
surprise condition, but yeah.
Yep.
'Cause, yeah. All right. These guys need to. Eat shit.
It's gonna
okay.
take us
Never
around
mind.
to know that something's happening.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
I gotcha.
effectively surprised, but
Mhm.
there's nothing threatening you.
Correct. There's not much we can do until we know that something's wrong.
Can we see? Could we see them disappear, or can we still see them hit the bottom?
Yeah,
How
you have
does
dark
that work?
vision 60 feet, right? So
Yeah.
you see him hit the bottom, and then you lose a little bit of vision of him. They kind of dart up north, and then
Okay.
you start to see, if you're actively looking over, you do see like blindingly fast figures appear from the water, and they, one of them.
There's more.
I'm not gonna say you guys are surprised because you're expecting violence. It's just
We didn't see them before they saw us.
yeah,
We're
they're
screwed.
hidden targets, but you're not
We'll be
surprised. They are unseen tactics.
When I jump, will you jump with me?
So, emerging from the
Sure.
blood, I need to get in the flow. Emerging from the blood in a blindingly fast motion, a warforged with large fangs, a black-like cape, beautiful studded golden leather armor inlaid into its form, a maddening, crazed, blood-hungry look. It looks kind of gaunt, even though that's not even. It's just a very lively built warforged. It's kind of what used to be living wood claws are replaced by a blackened, dark wood that is long and stretched out and is kind of white in parts with a little bit of red tips at the end. These huge claws. And it attacks you, Selena.
Selena.
Melting with your frozen breath.
You guys called that back from like one of our first sessions.
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
16 to hit. That'll miss.
Misses.
So it goes to swipe at you with the claw, and it rakes off of the emerald green like armor that your body now has. Let me put on my fight music. My fight music.
Selena.
That's true. This isn't too loud. And he's gonna go for a second claw attack. Miss. The actor would not even use artfully dodge it. Gilly skips your turn.
Yep.
The other one is, we'll say, out of the blood, since that's what started it. He's just now cresting out of the blood. Oh. Alright, wrong.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Justice, it's your turn. So with adept shadow monkey reflexes, you see the blurs, and one of them is already on Selena, but you see another emerging from the blood, just barely 2 Warforged vampires.
Do you want to move the turn order so it's not covering up?
I'm gonna,
Thank you.
Thank you for the reminder.
I'm going to chuck
Pretty good.
a dagger at Gore.
Alrighty.
And since I'm going before it, it's not surprised, but I have sneak attack with advantage.
Yep, you have advantage.
That's good. That's 18.
18 hits.
Alright, so D4 plus this plus sneak attack.
This dice is turned on me. I'm going to use the green one because I'm And it's got gold letters.
It's 15 points of damage.
15 points. Could you break it down for me?
Yes, so 3 of it was electricity damage, and then the rest of it was piercing.
Thank you. Magical piercing, of course.
Magical piercing, yep.
13. Okay, thank you. You don't have to report magical piercing or electricity on these guys.
Perfect. And then, so that's my attack action. I'm going to take a move action. I'm going to fly 40 feet straight up.
Alright, with your cloak in the back.
Yeah.
That's your move. 40 feet straight up, so you are now 40 feet away, being your maximum distance far away from him. Did you want to do something with your bonus? Or what are you doing, boss? You can make either one attack, or you can dash, disengage, hide.
I
think those are all of
I
you.
will hide.
Okay, so you're gonna fly over. You can fly over to. You have to fly over to something. You can either 40 feet. So you can either fly behind the statue or over to a crypt, over to a coffin. You can't just hide in midair.
Okay, well then I'll just stay 40 feet up. I used up all my key points, so I can't do any of that stuff. So yeah, I will just be 40 feet straight up.
40 feet straight up. With your bat, cloak of the bat.
Actually, I'm sorry. I will dash, move the remaining feet up so that I can help ferry one of them down.
Oh, great.
So 60 feet up. Yep.
Okay, you're 60 feet up.
So I will land up there.
All right.
You're probably good.
So this Anastasia, you are startled, your surprise, quote unquote,
Yep.
ends, and then Gore. Gore kind of, with blinding speed. This is all happening at the same time, but it's funny. Gets out of it and looks up. And flies up after you.
Oh
They can fly.
no!
Yep, vampires and Edda can fly.
Me.
You can fly. You can fly. You can fly.
Vampire
Natural
Warforged
20.
tonight.
Okay.
It's all me.
And he doesn't go
But he can decide
through
after.
my square, does he?
No.
No, just fly straight up after Justice. Speed.
It's okay. At least we can come
Yep.
to you.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
coming
that's
up
true,
to
that's
us.
true.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that leaves
10, 11.
the confessor.
Take 11 points of piercing and
He's got a
Stab
drink.
him behind
4
you.
points in necrotic.
11 plus.
No, sorry, just the 11 points of piercing. Sorry, this was a claw attack, not a bite.
Okay.
And then second claw attack, natural 1. Gets it.
Yep.
Oh no.
So when I come up out of the hole, I'm like, there's one right behind me.
And then it's like it immediately appears behind him and digs a claw into Justice's neck. And Justice winces, but shrugs it off as the vampire attempts to grapple him with the other hand.
No!
Artfully dodges. Selena, girlfriend, it's yours.
I'ma bite this one.
And it's been a minute, so that'd be 10 recharges. Your breath is recharged. A bite? Go ahead and roll it.
Bite this one. green dice. Green dragon.
4. Yeah.
Yes! Okay.
Yay.
16 on the die plus which one am I doing?
It's your bite attack. It's your.
Plus 4, so 20 to bite him. And then that's 1d10 plus 2.
You can see their names. Okay. Stream looks good.
Yeah. Okay, so 3 points of piercing damage plus. That's also a 1. That sucks. I don't like these. These are sad dice.
How much was the total?
Sad dice.
And tell me the damage type, please. Sorry.
So 3 points of piercing damage.
Thank you.
Plus 1 point of poison damage.
Okay, this is 0. So yeah, and you see the poison it's not they're immune, they're resistant, and that's reduced to 0.
Yeah.
So, and they're Warforged, so therefore they're resistant to poison.
I'm gonna do the blue one.
They still, technically, they retain some of their benefits. Did you want to move or anything? Provoke?
No.
Okay, you're just gonna stand there. This small...
I'm gonna keep him busy.
Yeah. Small horse-sized dragon. Horses are large creatures. A medium-sized dragon just facing off against this vampire.
It's like a miniature pony-sized dragon.
Epic dragon adventures. Sanguine's turn. Sanguine, not having taken any radiant damage beginning his turn in sunlight, heals a little bit. Can't heal over heals maximum, Matthew. Don't cheat. Okay. Policing myself. Sanguine's gonna go ahead and attack you, boss. Misses. First claw attack. These guys suck. Warforged. I don't know why she went out of her way to create Warforged vampires.
Yeah,
they're trash.
So
both claw attacks just. You're actually pretty hard to hit with that armor of 17. So yeah, just between the scales, the rather thick scales, even for your size, and the adept agility, you're just dancing around this guy. Gilly, it's your turn. You're up there. I have you on. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. I'm going to sing. Can't you hear them coming, vampire? Can't you feel them coming, vampire? And cast protection from evil on myself again for undead.
Okay.
Because I'm terrified.
Disadvantage on attacks. They can't charm you. Yada yada. Possession. Yep.
And I'm going to cast the healing word at first level on Justice.
All right. 1d4 plus 3.
5.
Nice gentle little breeze. Thank you. Heals your wounds. This is better for me. That's good.
Great. Thank you.
And that's it. Well, how close am I to the thing?
60 feet away. Or
No, to the one that hit him.
Well, you were looking over, so you're 5 to 10 feet.
But I'm not in melee range?
I would say no. It would come up behind Justice. Justice would between you and it. 10 feet.
Gonna back up another 5 feet.
Okay. That your turn, boss?
Yeah. I'm done.
Justice, it's your turn. You have a vampire of some sort on you.
I only have 1 vial of holy water.
You do, correct.
I know that he has 1. Don't know if we need to save it for the big bad at the end. Okay, I'm gonna.
You do know that the holy water won't destroy the mist, so.
Okay, so then I'm gonna pull out the holy water. I'm gonna try to basically gank him with it.
Go ahead and roll just a regular attack as if you were attacking with a dagger.
17 on the dice, 23.
Hits.
So
Roll 2d6 radiant, and that'll stop his regeneration.
Nice.
For until the start of.
So that's 6 points.
His next.
6 points of radiant,
6 points. Okay.
and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to attack him again.
Okay. So the splash, the water, which is normal, is just blessed water, burns him across the face, and you can see the living wood that is now no longer living wood, likely. Burn.
2 on the dice.
Miss.
So,
Your bonus fist.
and then I will try to keep myself between Gilly and Sibelius and it. And I'll say, I'm sorry that they corrupted you.
All right. Is its response. Sibelius.
Oh no.
Alright, Blade Song.
Mm-hmm. Bonus action.
Yep.
I believe that's your second one within arrest.
It is.
Okay.
So that's we're gonna need the rest here. We'll see how it turns out.
Yeah.
Anyway, blade sawing. I don't know. Like, he's like flying. So if I like jump on him and like try to attack, I'll fall, but I can't like drag him down with me. Can I?
You can try.
Okay, I'm going to.
All right.
So using my expert agility, I'll leap off, stab at him, and then try to like pin him and like bring him back down to the ground.
Sure. Roll an attack.
Damn, son.
That's 11.
11 will miss. Roll your second attack. You have the extra attack feature.
Do.
Come on. That's cocked.
That is cocked. 19 on the die.
That'll hit. roll. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, so 1d8
I'm all up in your shit right now, I'm
plus
sorry.
2d6 fire.
2d6 fire.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I thought I heard one.
Yeah, 1d8 plus 2d6
Okay.
fire. So that is 11, 12 points of... 4 points of piercing damage, 11 points of fire damage.
Alrighty. And then I need you to make me a an athletics check. Oh no, actually let's make this acrobatics at least this one time. Since you have blade slung up.
I do, and that
It was like
way
14
I
points
have
total?
advantage.
Sorry, I'm 11 and
Yeah, so 11 points of fire,
yeah.
14 points of piercing.
Oh Jesus, 25k. And all of it takes.
Oh my god.
No.
Are you kidding me?
Did you roll double one?
No.
No,
it's
I
not that
You have
bad.
advantage on acrobatics
I
checks.
did. I
I
rolled a
rolled-
2 and a 3. So 6 total.
Alright, so you slash into the vampire and unfortunately let's roll. Could roll one. No. It pushes you off as you try to grapple it and you start to tumble over and you
Reaction.
and you feather fall. Okay. Because in 5th edition you fall immediately.
And I also give it to Justice and Gilly before I
Okay.
head down. Because I believe they're close enough.
I believe a target has to be falling in order for it to take effect. But
Oh, do it? Okay.
yeah, I don't think you can just. All right, but you messed it. You messed it up right there because that was a massive cut, and so like you just. But then you're like, oh, that didn't quite work.
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah, that's cool. I appreciate you trying. Gore, at the beginning, you see the wounds that were once pretty rapidly healing are just festering now in fire and flame and acidity. Yep. Yeah, its dex is higher than yours. Okay. It's going to roll 2 attacks on you, Justice. It's mixing your shit up while trying to, anyway. Okay. 18 to hit.
Hits.
It's going to go ahead and just grapple you. With it that's a vampire thing. 20 total to hit.
That's also a hit.
Okay, it's going to bite you. You're going to take 6 points of piercing and 7 points of necrotic. And your maximum hit points are reduced by 7. And it's going to regain a little bit. Even if it's taken radiant, right? Yeah, that's for the... So, yeah, those values, and it heals a little bit. So this thing... Oh. Okay. This thing grapples onto you, and is now, you guys see the familiar sense, although these things don't seem to be as strong as Lady Kathia, but this one is now and like sucking the life force out of the living wood of Justice.
Crap.
And
Not
that's its
good.
turn.
Not
Selena!
Not good.
Okay, we're gonna poison breath this one in front of me.
So I'll put this, you're not in here, but I put you
Okay.
for distance, okay?
Okay.
Like this. Okay.
So as long as I'm not gonna hit Zevelius.
You will not.
Okay.
You can, yeah. Dexterity saving, Constitution.
Yes, please.
Fails it. So
Hey.
roll ahead and 66, and it'll take half because it has resistance to poison.
3, 4, 5,
Dun, 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 dun.
12.
Mhm.
When in doubt, be a dragon.
That's right.
12,
If you can be a dragon, be a dragon.
Correct.
That's words I live by.
18, 20,
Be your best self, unless
22
you can be a dragon.
Be a
total.
dragon.
Oh, nice. So it takes half of that because it is resistant
Yep,
to
that's
poison
fine.
damage. And the poison, and you can see the sanguine, the vampire. Would you like to move or anything?
No, continue keeping him busy.
Alright. It is still gonna go after you. I think it wants a taste of dragon meat.
I can try.
22 to hit.
Okay, then.
It's going to grapple you and try to bite.
It's poisoned, mate.
Natural 20.
Would you take poison damage if you eat
So you
a
take
green dragon?
9 points of piercing damage and 14 points of necrotic.
So it's
Oh,
21,
no.
right?
Yep.
9 plus 4, no, 23.
Yeah. It's 9 and 14.
Yeah, so
And you see it-
23 total.
And so you see its wounds. That is, it has you grappled. Your speed is reduced to 0. And it has you grappled. It is biting you. It is draining the life from your little dragon, your big dragon neck.
Oh no.
Yiddy! It's your turn.
Oh no. I'm going to cast that specifically says one attack. I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on the thing attacking Justice.
All right. Wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
What's your DC?
14.
Makes it. Yeah. All right.
I can't do anything else.
Okay. No bonus action from you?
I'm out of things to do on my
I'm
bonus
just
action.
checking.
Well, because I only have one spell
Is
left.
that your turn?
Yeah.
Remember, you can use the Rod of Pact Keeper as an action to gain your spell slot
That's
back. But
right.
that's an
I'm gonna
action.
do it. No,
That's an action.
I can't.
I'm just letting you know.
That's
as an
right.
action.
Thanks.
You could have said you did it before the battle. Did you want to do that?
Yes.
Okay, you gain one first level warlock slot. Well, not the first.
My pack slot
You
back.
gain a pack slot back. Okay.
Perfect.
Did you want to do anything with your bonus?
How rough are you looking?
I'm bleeding. I'm weeping sap and whatnot.
You're hurt.
Yep.
Can you wait?
Yes.
Okay. I'll wait.
Gilly, that is your turn. Justice Boss, you are grappled, so your speed is reduced to 0.
I'm gonna reach into my pouch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab that thing of freedom of movement, Grease, and I'm just gonna slam the
I think that's an action to apply.
Sure.
And you just slip right out of its grasp,
All right. And then I'm
furrowing
going
up like a bat.
Can I use my bonus action attack to try as an action to try to like kick it off? Wait, it's flying.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna fall.
Correct.
And
you have to use the attack action to get the bonus action attack.
of course, got it. Seeing how this is going, I could move. Could I potentially grab Gilly and go down? Because you and I are up here
You can,
alone.
because if she doesn't contest you, you can.
You and I are up here alone versus down there with our tank and the dragon.
So,
Okay.
bonus
So,
action disengage, or
Yes, bonus action disengage, and then I'm going to use my move action to grab her, and then just
part of your move. Yeah.
part of my move to grab her and.
So because of the cloak, you have to grip both hands. You're basically gonna use your legs.
Okay. Yep.
So you're just like you scoop her up like a bat,
Yeah, I grab you.
and you
Holding
go
on.
you go 30 feet down.
Sure.
Okay. Because you'd have to bonus action disengage. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Let's redo the movement. Does something else. All right. That's your turn, boss.
That is my turn.
So I'm gonna put you kind of
Justice is
here.
wilder eye.
How far are we up then?
Kind of here.
Are you guys standing in the
You're
blood?
30 feet up. No, they're 30 feet up. They have wings.
Oh,
So-
Okay.
Sevelius Anastasia, you land. Oh, you're swimming now. You into the blood.
No.
You were
Okay.
You were in a massive pool of this blood.
Oh no.
It's
Blood
just
pouring
spent
down on
all
you.
that time getting ready, and now I'm drenched in blood.
You're just like,
This is
That's
gonna
the
take
least of your concerns right now.
a
You can
while
drown.
for prestidigitation.
and you can see that vampire above you is like it's turning down very quickly and gonna bear down on somebody. Go
Oh,
ahead.
Okay.
Shit.
So I'm going to, I guess, swim through the blood up
It's
to
just
the
half
edge.
movement.
Yeah. Which should be able to get me up next to him.
Easily. Your speed is 40 right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna make my 2 attacks on him.
All right. So you just climb out of the blood. Get up.
And I don't have disadvantage from attacking in the blood, or
Yeah.
well, I'm semi out of it now, I guess.
Setting it. Yeah, you're out of it. Pushing your hair, your beautiful long elven hair that is drenched in blood, aside,
So
staring down the vampire from behind.
first attack will miss with a
Okay.
7.
Okay.
Second attack will also miss with an 11.
Oh, not your night, huh?
Blood streaming into your eyes.
Yeah, you're like, and then you steady yourself, ready for
You
the
have
next.
inspiration still.
No, I don't.
No, it hasn't been 10 minutes.
Hasn't been 10 minutes.
You guys were very quick.
Oh, well then I will use my inspiration to add a d8 to that
Okay.
last.
You wanna try it?
11. Yeah. I add 4, so that would be 15.
Oh.
Oh no!
Do you have
come
any?
on!
Are you sure? It's not a 16?
No, it's
All
not.
right. Thank you for your honesty.
I rolled a 4.
So you missed. Yeah, hey, you tried. So you'll get him next time. You know that. But you've had bad luck with your extra attacks, haven't you?
I've had bad luck with all my dice.
That's well.
Just burn them all.
You got that
Get
one
you-
night-
You're saving it all for Paragon tier.
Do you
Exactly.
want your precision dice back? They hate me.
So,
Sure.
Gore, the vampire that is up there that is no longer taking radiant damage, it's gonna turn, heals back a little bit, and flies down at you. I will say because of your monk stuff, you're not encumbered or anything. You cannot make attacks right now because your feet are used up and
Yeah.
you're using every inch of your monk abilities right now.
Headbutt.
I'll let you at disadvantage. How about that? He's gonna attack you. Oh, that's cocked. That is not cocked. 22.
That's
Grapples you.
No!
Speed becomes 0. But you don't fall though. 'Cause
How long
it's
does
still-
that oil last?
And then
Is it
that
just
one
a
is
actually it lasts a
Oh!
while. He can't
nice.
hit me.
And he was a feral creature. So he goes attacking. And then the second attack just misses. 15.
I'm like
Thank
a
you.
greased
Yeah,
up
the-
pig.
it's your buffs are your responsibility. I'll try to remember 'em.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
appreciate you bringing that up.
Yeah, no worries.
I've got freedom of movement all the time.
You do. That's a grassland druid. Selena, it's your turn.
I'm gonna try to bite him. I'm okay not going anywhere.
Okay.
I'm a distraction.
Okay. Did you roll to recharge?
Oh, let me roll to recharge. I rolled a 6. I do recharge.
Hey!
I roll a 9 to bite him.
Miss.
Yep.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. Wasn't sure if you wanted to drop your form or whatever.
No. I want 15 hit points for the buff.
Yeah. You can see Sanguine is now going to. You talk on your turn, okay? Sanguine's going to attack one claw here and see how that goes. Sorry. Left, right on the screen. 19 to hit.
That hit.
All right. So then it's going to grapple you, and then it's going to try to claw you.
It already has her grappled.
You
doesn't
will
it?
need just one free hand to grapple.
Oh, okay.
Vampires are shit.
22 to hit.
Oh no.
I don't have the
Wait,
slots to use
is this
that.
like when people take 2 drinks?
And then it-
Level? Or no?
I could, but I don't want to use
Okay.
the slots.
And then it lifts
Yeah.
30 feet in the air with you both basically by your necks.
Oh no! Oh no.
All right. You guys are all 30 feet up. You're all on the same field right
Blaine.
Oh
Mhm.
no.
Hey guys.
Until we drop. And then I'll be forced to use another feather ball.
So,
now. It's your turn, Gilly. What'd you have?
are those attacks, do they count as weapon attack rolls?
Mm-hmm. Weapon attack rolls? Why? What's the what specific
frostbite.
rule you're asking about?
It says, on a failed save, the target takes 1d6 cold damage and has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its next
It
turn.
would count, yes.
Can I also
So the bites and the claws
Yep.
count?
They're your weapon attacks.
Okay, so I'm going to use...
Can I sorry.
That's okay.
Shouldn't he be moving at half speed? Because
That was half speed. Their fly is 60.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
There we go.
Okay. Frostbite on the one that is trying to grapple Justice.
Okay.
So that's Gore, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
So
Constitution
Constitution saving?
15.
Makes it. I'm sorry. I'm rolling all of them saves. So the frost energy begins to collect around. just fades. Is that your turn, boss?
You've gotten hit again since?
Not since that last time.
Okay.
What is this song?
I'm just gonna hang on to them. I only have 2 spells. I'm gonna hang on to them. Or well, yeah, I'm gonna hang on.
I didn't realize Frostbite did that.
It does. That's your turn, boss?
Yeah.
Justice!
Can I tell, having been down there, if I were to say drop Gilly into the blood directly below us, would she take falling damage?
Nope.
I could drown.
No, you won't. Unless someone was trying to actively drown. You're not deciding anyway. You can't. You know.
I'm going to say, I'm sorry, Gilly, and I'm going to drop her into the blood, and then I'm going to attack the guy with my feet.
Nice.
So, first attack, and since people are on the same plane, I can do sneak attack, I think, because if anyone's adjacent to him. Is he within 5 feet of anybody?
No.
Damn.
You're all like that. So I'll do this. Thank you.
I can't attack.
So yeah, you're all on that right now. So go ahead and roll just a regular attack, boss.
That is a 22.
22 hits.
Okay. Necrotic damage?
Halved.
Okay.
I'll have it just report.
So I don't get any type of sneak attack. Nope.
So are you attacking the zip zap dagger first? I'm sorry.
I can't let go of the thing, right?
Yeah, correct.
Oh, actually,
No, it's unarmed.
if I let go,
No, you'll
I
drop.
can't stab before.
Dropping
yeah.
is instant. Yeah, we've already covered that. Yeah. I'm remembering now.
So no necrotic, and then 7 points of bludgeoning damage. So I kick him in the face.
Nice.
And then bonus action. How damaged does he look?
He's looking hurt, but his wounds are healing.
I will try to... One moment. I'm going to bonus action disengage, and I'm going to fly down and land over by one of those crypts, I think.
Okay, left?
Yeah.
It's kind of like this?
Sure.
Is that your turn, boss?
Yes.
Sevelius Anastasia.
Alright. I am grappled, so I will...
Your speed is reduced to 0.
Yep. So I will just attack him twice.
Alright.
Hopefully not biff on both.
Fuck him up.
Nope, miss. With the 10. And then that is a 16.
Hits!
Yeah, no, 10 was the total.
Okay, just check.
Yeah.
16.
Hey.
So that will be 5 piercing and 9 fire.
Nice! Double check
How
something.
does one break a grapple?
With your
That was
action.
an athletics check. Shit.
All grappling does is reduce your speed to 0, and you'll like fall sometimes and things like that. Alright. Radiant damage. Just checking on all these things. Okay. Well then. So that's your turn, boss?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Gore's turn. Gore was flying with y'all. Just gonna dive down at you. Gilly has disadvantage. You have protection of evil up.
I know.
Natural 1. Okay, I don't know why I rolled a second time. And natural 1. So it's but then it lowered. So it like attacked you immediately, and then it lowers it lowers itself into the blood and readies it for a pounce attack.
Yeah, I know.
Now they'll just be even rolls next time. Selena, you still
He dropped me into it.
in there? You're 30 feet up, grappled. What would you like to
They would
do?
have taken 0 damage. That
Is-
ain't bad enough.
Oh, I'm 30 feet up. Okay, that answers that question. I'm gonna try to bite it again.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Yay!
Double all dice, add the modifier, and yeah.
8 of the piercing kind.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 2, so that's 10 of the piercing kind.
Okay.
And that's 10 of the poison kind.
Okay.
So you bite into it, it rears back. Looking hurt, but it's still healing. Yep. Is that your turn?
Because I can't. It's an action to disengage from grapple.
Mm-hmm. But if you dropped your form, you'd fall, but the grapple would break. It's only 3d6 damage for falling.
Yeah.
Up to you. Make a decision.
I am not going to drop the form. I'm going to stay a dragon for now.
Okay. Penguin's turn. It's gonna bite the shit out of you.
Me? Okay.
Yeah. Only one of it can be a bite. Oh, that's a shame. That's okay.
Not gonna try to bite me.
I'm just going like left to right. One of its bite, and then it's actually going to. It's just gonna act. Yeah, it's gonna. So it hush, and you dodge it, and then it drops you, Civilius.
Okay.
So you fall. 20 hit you.
20 to hit me.
Total. Yep.
Oh, yeah. And it.
You take 6 points of the damage. It just claws you. It can't bite more than once. So drops you, and with that hand, it rakes you, Selena.
Should I do my own falling damage? Or
I'll do it.
Okay.
So you said -6?
Yep, -6. Oh, that was 3, and then I'll just reroll that. So 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Boop! Kind of have these landing in the blood, much to your chagrin. Alright, it's just gonna be up there in the air with you, Selena. It's gonna. Yeah, it knows you can fly. It's not that stupid. Like a prey thing. Gilly! It's your turn.
I want to move out of the blood.
Okay. So you move 5 feet. You're out of the blood.
How much of my movement did that take?
Or you can go
5?
diagonal if you want, sorry.
Did that only take... No, I don't want to get closer to
Oh,
it.
that's leaving, my bad.
Wouldn't that provoke too?
So you can move side to side if you don't want to provoke. You want to move here? That doesn't provoke.
Yeah.
can-
I'll just move there.
Yeah, cross off there.
And I'm gonna try. I guess I'll just try vicious mockery on Gore again.
Wisdom saving throw. That makes it 15 plus 8. 15 plus 3, sorry, not 8. 18 total.
You're okay, right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're mostly okay.
I'm the same as I was before.
Just still gonna wait.
That's your turn?
Yeah.
Justice.
Just so I understand the landscape, Sanguine is 30 feet up still. All right, I'm going to action, as my action, I'm going to chuck a dagger at Gore.
Yep.
He's adjacent, so
Mhm.
I could get sneak attack.
Sneak attack, but not advantage. Mm-hmm.
That's an 18 on the dice.
Hits.
So I'm going to roll my d4 plus my zip-zap plus sneak attack. That is decent. So that is 4 plus 11 is 15, 19 points of damage.
Nice. Slashing into it.
Yep. And then I'm going to use bonus action disengage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use my movement to move forward, grab Gilly, and then move back.
Okay.
And I'm going to move as much as my movement allows. I have a base speed of 45 feet. So if I can get back there, I'm going to put her behind me against the wall, if I can.
You can do that, yeah.
And then, so then
change
she's up
direction.
against the thing. And then I'm going to stand there like that with her.
And you're willing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just dart forward out of the dark after the, like, moving with the dagger, grab you, and then push us back into the corner.
Okay.
All right. Is that your turn?
Oh.
Yes. Sibelius!
So I will move down a square so that I am... Can I see Gore, or is he, like, completely submerged into the blood?
No, he's just halvesies.
Okay, so I'll move down...
I would say he has half cover.
Okay. Would I get a disadvantage from attacking in the blood?
He would just get an increased AC. Oh, if you're in the blood, yeah, you would have disadvantage.
Okay. Then I will move around so that I am... I'll, like, go around the
Sure.
outside. You can't
Oh,
see me
sorry.
doing that.
Didn't, yeah.
Yeah, basically go around the outside and then stab down into
Okay.
the blood.
Regular attacks?
Yep.
It just has a slightly increased AC.
Don't pay any notes. That is a 20?
Natural 20? Or is it?
Or do you want to call it cocked?
If it's cocked, it's cocked. Let me
I
see.
don't want to call it cocked, but
That's cocked.
it's cocked.
Literally cocked.
I really
It's like-
It's
didn't.
not that bad.
I really
It is
didn't
from-
want it to be
okay,
cocked.
now
I'm
that's
so
an 11.
Sorry.
11, okay.
Oh, it
Second
killed
attack.
me. That hurts so much.
That one's cocked too. I need to fix the bottom of that. And that is, yeah, that is a 12.
Should learn greater invisibility. You apparently need advantage.
Oh,
Sorry about that,
man.
Vaughn. But is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I can do.
Gore's turn. Gore heals a little bit. Gore was almost down, but is now rapidly healing.
Yep.
How long does the radiant damage last? on
Just a little
Thor?
bit.
Oh, okay.
Unless it's a sustained effect.
I didn't.
like-
I didn't know.
I'm just letting you know. But you'll need it to fell them, probably. You're not sure. You guys aren't sure. Okay.
Do you still have Moonbeam?
Gore's turn. Gore's just gonna rise up out of the blood. You're not in the blood, so it doesn't get advantage or anything. Natural 1. I rolled a lot of natural 1s. 19 to hit, that misses,
Yes.
right? Yeah. So, out of the blood. And it's now flying a little bit, just a little bit. No, it's just like barely above the blood. It's at level. Selena, it's your turn.
Are any of them metal?
Or any of the metal. No, they're living wood, unfortunately, and they're wearing leather medium armor.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
And we established when we talked to Glitch that daylight doesn't do anything as a spell.
Correct.
Give me one more second.
Okay.
So can I do poison breath now without hitting anyone else?
Can you roll to recharge? Oh, you didn't.
I
use
did.
last
It
time,
was a
yeah.
6. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do. You can do it without hitting anyone else.
Yeah,
You can
you're
actually
up there.
move over and hit them both.
I'm still grappled, aren't
Oh yeah, you're 30 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're,
You can just hit Sanguine with it if you want.
Okay.
Would you like to try?
Yes, please. Constitution
It does not make it, so go ahead and roll 66 and tell me what you get.
Ooh.
Nice.
My God. Okay. So 6, 12, 15, 20.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 more. 23, 27.
Nice. So you do 14 points of damage.
Yeah.
So okay. So the is that your turn? All right. Sanguine's turn. Wounds still rapidly healing. Oh. Yes. It's going to attempt to bite you. Miss, and then miss. So it's tries to bite you and then attempts to claw you and still misses. I'm rolling like doo-doo. wonder if that
Welcome to
would-
the club.
Huh?
Welcome to the club.
Yeah. Actually, it now seeing that this task is basically futile, it pushes off of you, provoking an attack of opportunity, and dives down towards you, Civilius.
Oh, damn.
But
That's
I
not
get an
gonna help.
attack of
You do.
opportunity.
If you so choose, yeah. Using your reaction.
22.
Hit! So I'm going to say it just kind of dies over. Flanking doesn't matter, but it's thematic.
3 points of piercing.
Yeah.
And 5 points of poison.
Okay, so as it flies over in a blur of darkness and lands on the other side of Silvilius, they're both hovering over you now, assuming that you'll be easier prey. Assuming wrongly, but assuming. Gilly!
Okay. I try frostbite or Alright. I try vicious mockery on Gore again. He's gotta fail eventually, right?
I mean, yeah.
Mhm.
It's cocked. No, I'll take that as low enough. He makes it. Go ahead and roll 2d4. 2d4 psychic damage. Hey, on Gore.
Your lady Katya smells of elderberries! And that's 5 psychic damage, and he has disadvantage on his next attack.
Nice. Oh, very nice. It's very nice. Is that your turn?
Yep.
So it reels a little bit from the psychic damage. Justice.
Mr. Skillgast, I don't mean to call on you too often, but if there's any aid that you could lend at this trying time, much appreciated.
Those aren't Gashari nobles.
They serve one.
I did my job.
I'm going to use my bonus action to hide.
Mm-hmm.
We need a mixed stealth check.
I'll go and roll, yeah. Sorry, you guys are you're so absurdly good at hiding. But there's a chance you do it.
20.
Yeah, you make it.
Alright, and then I'm going to make an attack roll against whichever one looks most damaged to me.
Go, yeah, core.
Alright, I'm going to make an attack
Blood.
roll on Gore, so I have advantage, right?
Yep, since you're hidden, you're an unseen attacker.
Ooh, does a 15 hit him?
Remember not to roll on
I'm
the
afraid not.
Nope, doesn't get him.
Okay. Dagger and flies instantly back into your hand. Would you like to move? Are you staying there to protect Ellie?
Yes.
Key. Your turn. Sevelius.
Okay, first attack on Gore is 14.
Yes.
Good lord.
Second attack on Gore, since I missed on the first one, will probably hit at 19.
19, yeah. So you were just really flustered that you're covered in blood and you're like thinking about all the hours of work you have ahead of you.
So 19 will hit even though he's with the cover.
He's above
Okay.
it now.
Oh,
He got out of
got
it
it.
to attack you,
Yeah.
yeah. It doesn't serve him.
Alright, so that will be 9 points of piercing damage, 6 points of fire damage.
Nice. He's looking hurt.
That's
The flame tongue rapier that Professor Vasilier crafted you burst into a gout of fire. Top of Gore's turn. Gain some hit points.
Ugh. I don't have anything that's ready now.
You have anything that does more damage than your bite? Gore's turn. Going to make attacks against you, Sevelius. They think they've got easier prey. Your slight build.
Mhm.
I mean,
There's-
22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Grapples you.
Yep.
Oh no.
22 to hit.
Yep.
You take 6 points of piercing, 7 points of necrotic, and he heals a little bit. As he bites into you.
Remember the chill blast until we have the next turn.
Oh, hey, wait, hold on. That attack was. Hold on. Oh, the first attack with
disadvantage. Yes.
still hits. So,
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
I'm aware, but I have.
Why aren't you using your second?
I'm trying to save that.
All right. That's Gore's turn. Selena, your turn, boss. Everyone's boss. Boss. boss.
So I'm not grappled anymore.
Nope.
I can move.
Mm-hmm.
Like a boss.
There's no possible. So Sanguine, Sevelius, and Gore are all in a line right
Yeah.
now. Alright.
Technically, they are not
Technically.
because they are 5 feet above. They're floating above him, so technically that you can shoot a line if you're midair.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's the truth.
Ooh.
I said it. It's the
Ooh.
truth. I said that.
Alright, so I've got 60 feet of movement, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna try to agonize Scorcher midair. You can do it.
If you'll.
You actually can. There's nothing against it.
Yes! Okay, then I'm gonna fly behind Sanguine on this other side.
Okay.
So that I don't fall in blood.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be prone.
Smart.
And then I'm gonna drop form and Agonar Scorcher right across.
So as I mean,
Yelling duck the whole way.
Duck! Well, yeah. This is push. Probably. It's cool. Rule of cool, I say. They're gonna roll dexterity saving throws. Your spell
Yes,
DC is
please. 14.
makes it. Does not make it. Or no, it does make it. So go ahead and roll 3d8.
Yeah, and then they take half damage otherwise.
Yep.
So.
Yep. You guys are rolling good on their saves and shit on their attacks. It's not what I want.
You filled like 1.
Yeah.
9.
All right. 9 out of 3d8.
Yeah, that still sucked.
That's okay. At least you got your staff out. You can do more.
And you hit them both.
And
Same time, so.
I am not.
So then you land as a human.
Yes, I do. And then as
So the fire streaks across, slamming into both of them. They took damage.
okay.
It dropped off the initiative. We need to leave the fog. Just FYI.
Yeah.
So we don't lose track.
So,
Thank you very much.
and then I will
She was with
throw
Sanguine.
a second level healing word at Justice.
Yep, you can. Yep.
Okay. Which I think does 2d4 plus something.
Your Wismod.
2d4 plus 3.
3. That's a 4. We'll take that. 6, 4, 6, 9 points of healing for you.
Thank you.
And then I think that's my movement. That's my
That's
action,
everything.
That's what I've got.
All right. I don't know why I keep closing out of the initiative track by the crazy person.
You're drunk with power.
It's what I've got.
Well, I can leave that one over here. Actually, that's fewer. All right, Gilly, it's your turn. You guys see Selena drop out, and she's like, "Duck!"
Fire and Ice. I'm going to hit Gore with Frostbite.
Constitution save.
It's 15.
Nails it.
Hey!
2d6 frost.
2d6.
Cool.
2d6.
And that was against, sorry, Sanguine or Gore, sorry.
5. It was Gore.
Okay.
And disadvantage on its
Disadvantage.
next attack.
Your turn?
Yep.
Ice coalesces around his claws. Their claws. Justice, it's your turn.
I'm gonna hide. DC 21.
Okay, go ahead and roll your next attack with advantage if you'd like.
Aha! 22 to attack.
22 to attack. Hits.
So that. This is against score. Oh, good. 12, 16, 20 points of damage.
Jesus. The dagger finds purchase, and Gore looks incredibly damaged.
And I don't have anything else because I already used my move, so I'm where I am.
Okay. That's gonna heal.
Sevilius, Gore is like,
Yep.
ligaments are exposed. Well, like, wooden ligaments.
So is it a full action or a bonus for potion?
Bonus.
Okay.
Is, yeah.
So I will bonus a greater healing potion.
4d4 plus
I'm
4.
sorry.
It's okay. He'll live. He's really hard to hit.
Got potions.
Yeah, that's true.
4, 6.
You guys seem to be rounding on Gore. They're on their last leg. Severely damaged, but they're about to heal.
Yeah.
Sanguine's at full.
Sanguine's doing alright.
Alright. And then 2 attacks against Gore.
Get him.
That will be a 20.
Yeah.
Hit!
So that is a 7 piercing,
Okay.
8 fire.
7 piercing and 8 fire.
Decidedly above average.
That's good damage. So with that attack, you deflect its incoming claw attack, and in a burst of fire, the vampire spawn disintegrates into dust.
Perfect. I will use my momentum, swing around, and make it my second attack against Sanguine. At another 20.
Hit!
It's my box. These dice love my box. So that is 11 piercing and 5 fire.
Nice. 11 points piercing and 5 fire. The strike against Sanguine as you repose or turn around, spin, wham, right into it, and it looking hurt. Sanguine, top of the round, heals a bit. Looking around, but its feral, monstrous instincts are to protect its master. It's going to attack you, Sevilius.
Alright.
One claw attack. Miss. Second claw attack against you, Selena. A miss. That's a 12 to hit. Your AC is, I think, 14 or so.
Yeah.
So, this warforged vampire, an abomination most thought was impossible, is cornered. Selena, it's your turn.
Okay. Is it technically 5 feet from...
Good. Sorry, I should let you finish your question.
Is it... let me ask an open-ended question. How far is it from Sibelius and myself?
5 feet.
In the air?
Yeah, it's just right there.
Okay.
It's adjacent to you, but it's vertical. Does that make sense?
So it's like up above.
Yeah.
at an
So if
angle.
something were to explode on its square in a 5 feet radius, it would hit both Savellis and myself.
It would.
Perfect.
Mhm.
So frostbite it is.
Okay.
And go with that. Because I think it's a disadvantage with Eldritch Blast because it's a ranged attack. Right?
Yeah.
Frostbite.
Con save makes it. Sorry about that.
So it was more than 14.
It was, 17 plus 3. Or, yeah.
And a failed save. Yep.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So the ice coalesces around and nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, Sanguine didn't have the disadvantage. Is that your turn, boss? Anything with your bonus?
That's what I've got.
Alright. Killy!
Frostbite! Wait. I sing. A vampire bites the dust. Ah!
These guys is a piece of shit. 17 plus 3.
That bastard!
I'm so sorry. I don't even like to roll well as a monster. But
I'm secretly getting off on it.
I'm not. I hate this.
I hate
There's-
this.
This is the game we all signed up to play.
It's like 11 o'clock and we're still fighting.
Makes a save. Makes a save. So Galace has missed his 100th attack. He's just like giving up. You guys all just sit down.
How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll still wait. I have precious few.
Yeah. Save them.
So I think your numbers all got messed up. Because I did not have a 23.
That's what I thought. But I wasn't gonna say
Who were you
anything.
matched with?
Gore, I was 4.
I was like,
Just a heads up.
I was like, did I go after Sanguine last
It's essentially
Like,
at the
what?
beginning or the end.
I knew that you were on the same turn as a vampire.
Man, can you delete my pog?
Yeah. 16. Thank you for your honesty. 16.
I was
All right,
confused. I'm just going to roll with it.
So I'm going to stealth. That's an 18 on the dice, so 23. Yeah. And then I'm going to make an attack roll against Sanguine with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 17 to the attack.
Mm-hmm.
Is that hit?
Yes, it hit. Sorry.
That would be 4, 10, 17, 21 points of damage.
Okay, it's hurt. The dagger. Your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay.
Huh. I'm just like popping out from the thing at random angles. It's a lot more badass than it seems.
Yeah. Catching it with every other hand. So this is your turn. This
All right.
vampire's on its last
2
leg.
attacks against him. First one will be 14.
14 misses.
Second one will be a 19 on the dice.
19.
You will take very low damage. 8
I'm prepping.
8 points of piercing, 4 points of fire.
What?
8 points of piercing, 4 points of fire.
By what means do you wish to vanquish
Oh.
this enemy?
Yes.
So he's like up above me, right?
Yep.
Okay. So with this attack, I will like miss when swinging. I will leap up since I have a plus to my or advantage to my athletics, and like stab into him and like drive him down into the ground.
Attempting the move that started this whole debacle, you...
Yep.
Like, I got you now! The rapier drives in with a burst of fire. The vampire erupts into dust, and you just float on down with the dust.
Exactly.
We need a rest.
We do.
An eerie an eerie still silence settles over the crypt. You don't hear anything. You see like a black kind of smoky mist now that is settling. What appears that when you guys initially got down here, you were basically chasing Lady Catty. It took a minute, but you see now the black smoke that's deep in this blood pool. Deep in there, there's like this black figure moving. You assume Lady Katia's smoke mist form is in there. What would you guys like to do?
Did we know what would break up the mist form?
Sunlight, running water.
And we're not entirely certain whether destroying its coffin or resting place would help.
So I couldn't necessarily just pour the holy water into the blood pool?
It's a
The
massive.
radius.
Yeah, okay.
My moonbeam didn't do anything
How
Got it.
much
when she was.
moving water do we need?
Enough to submerge a body.
Yeah, I don't think my vial.
So
holy water
40
works.
gallons of water?
It has to be a running body of water, not a barrel.
But I can materialize it above her, and it can run through the blood pool?
It'll just kind of disperse. It's a massive reservoir,
Okay.
well-like structure of blood that's kept warm by mystical means.
That's 800 pounds of water. I'm just
I know.
picturing, like...
I know how much it is.
Yeah, I'm just trying to imagine.
Yeah, it's a lot of water. It does not fulfill the requirements to destroy a vampire.
Okay.
Tidal wave would.
As much as I as much as
a wave.
as much as I hate this.
I have a grenade.
As much as I hate this, I think we have to figure out what sort of, if there's a vessel down there, or is she just, or does it look like she's just in the blood?
You guys saw her, and you imagine her coffin is down in there, and she's getting into it now. You guys chased her pretty good, so.
I do not need to breathe. I can go down and assault her coffin if we think that destroying it will solve the problem. You said you had a grenade.
I have a grenade. If you want to use it and place it within her coffin.
I am more than fine to do this.
It might also crack or destroy the blood pool and cause it to blow away. I don't know. Is it like a pool that's inset into the ground, or is it like raised up outside?
It's a pool that's inset into the ground. You
Okay.
can just slip
So it's
into
like
sheer.
flat with the ground.
Why
so it's not
don't-
like we can crack a side and it all flows out to the
Why
side.
don't we tie a few ropes around your waist so that way we can pull you back up? And also, so that once you're down there, you can tie the ropes around the coffin if you can. And we can haul the coffin out of it. That way we don't have to waste your grenade.
We can
if we
certainly
don't
try,
need
but
to.
I mean, if
But maybe we
Yeah.
try that first. And also I want to make sure that the confessor is still unconscious.
He's still unconscious.
Okay.
It'll be an hour.
If we wish to bring it up to the surface and try to deal with it there, that is fine by me.
And then if that doesn't work, then we can reevaluate. I don't want you
Yeah.
to waste your grenade if you
that's
don't
fine.
need to.
We can try. If that doesn't work, I'm more than willing to part with it for this.
One tug
Purpose.
for okay, 43 tugs for I need help.
Sure. I'll wait the whole 43. I
Yeah,
won't.
not
I
a,
won't.
not a tug sooner.
Not a tug sooner. Okay, so between us, I'm sure that we each have a length of rope, or
I have
No, I've
Yeah,
50
several.
feet of hempen rope.
so we tie
never
A
grappling
few-
hook too.
a few different ropes on you. And is there a place to maybe anchor one?
There's a lot of
You
coffins.
could anchor to the stone crypts.
Yep.
Thingies, whatever.
Well,
you want.
I'll anchor one.
They're
Then.
doing ropes. Can I look around the room and make sure there's nothing else that's going to
Roll
jump out?
perception.
Thank you.
I'll also
The shadows are like coming for us.
Are you helping me? Is that what
Yeah,
you said?
I'll help you look
Yeah,
around
Gillian and I
too.
can handle ropes.
Would you guys deal with her?
Oh, well, that's better. 16?
16. You don't see anything. You look around real quick.
You've got him on the ropes. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I have a grappling hook and we're like 10 feet away from one of those things, unless I don't know
so-
how far down the thing is, but
So secure one with a grappling hook.
I'll probably use that actually so I can on the thing. But yeah, I'm good. Is the plan solid, Matt?
I mean, yeah, there's no reason why none of that should work, but you know yet.
Okay. So
And
Before we do anything else crazy, does anyone need any healing?
I'm hurt, but it's not terrible.
Okay, I can heal.
I feel that I'm at approximately 83% efficiency.
I'll do a healing word on Sibelius. Six.
Perfect.
that
I
helps.
feel much better.
Okay.
Good.
Is this the plan? Does everybody seem okay
Rope
with
and
that?
pull.
Let's give it a go.
Yeah.
I will help pull with all of the
So you're,
strength I
you're
can
going
muster.
spelunking?
Yep.
Diving?
Does
Sorry.
that freedom of movement thing still work on you?
Yep,
right
It works
now?
for 8 hours.
Perfect.
Wow.
So
Nice.
that'll help you
You can
operate
seamlessly
in the
swim in
water.
this blood. It doesn't slow you down.
I mean,
Yeah,
That's
actually.
really gross.
it is terrible.
This is the person who climbed into the
So-
pool.
Yeah.
Just as you
Yep.
into the blood that is eerily warm.
It's the second
People
time
blood,
in less than a
dragon
week
blood.
that we've been in a blood pool.
Yeah, it's like this game has themes. I don't know. Go and roll perception check as you
Holy
get down
thing,
there.
blood.
This thing is deep. Deep.
Oh no.
8.
Oh no. Come on.
All right. You are down there. You It's about 60 feet deep or so.
Okay.
There's this large stone fixture coffin that is like crafted into the bottom of this well.
Yep.
I'm gonna swim back up and tell them that there is no way that we're. The thing is, part of the floor. There is no way that we will be pulling this without
But
machinery.
toss my grenade.
Okay.
Just don't pull the pin.
Catch.
Okay. I will do my best.
I'm sure you know how to use
Before
one
we
of
let
those.
her go,
Yeah.
Her?
if any
Yeah,
of the people, so her, I was thinking of the vampire.
Okay.
So
Oh, I thought you were talking about
when
my
she
grenade.
comes back to corporeal form, no matter how she does it, she will be in the coffin.
From your best understanding, yes.
So if you put a string on the pin and we cast healing word on the vampire, she goes zip back to the coffin, and then we can pull the pin at the same time that we do that, and
But won't that simply
potentially blow her up.
return her back to mist form?
Yeah.
I think that we need
We're
to
back to square
fulfill a
one,
specific
then.
set of requirements to destroy her.
Isn't that radiant damage as a grenade?
No.
No,
It's fire.
It's fire damage? Oh, that's dumb.
I think that we're attempting to destroy her coffin from what Gilly learned from
Yeah.
Glitch.
Well,
Dude, I wish radiant grenades were a thing that we had access
But
to.
that would be 2 for 1. We damage her coffin and then return her back to form and give us another hour. Where we could rest up and get some shit together.
Well, she can't heal right now anyway, because Mrs. Kilgass said that her poison is preventing her from
So
healing.
as long as we're
So we
here and
have
nobody else
at
is
least
sneaking
an
in
hour.
past us.
To do a short rest.
As long as
anyway.
no one heals her,
Right.
she cannot heal. Mrs. Kilgass will inform you. That will last until someone removes it. She has no means of resting or healing, meaning her resting place does her no good.
Okay.
So, what we could do is I could put up the hut here. We could attempt a short rest.
Did you see a way to drain away the blood? No, she doesn't just consume it all.
I didn't look around too much. I could see if there's a plug at the bottom.
Because then that would give us direct access and we could just hit it with shit until...
I'm gonna go back down and look.
Okay.
Swim around.
No, there doesn't seem to be any means of emptying. You get the sense they drink it, and the magic keeps it warm and fresh for them, and they drink it, and they fill it by murdering people at parties.
I'll swim back up,
It's
and
really gross.
Yeah.
it seems to be a solid.
I think she might be evil, guys.
Is she a
Well-
citizen now? That's the real question.
No, she is not.
However, if there's irrefutable proof that she's a fucking vampire, it's okay that we kill her.
I'd say this is pretty irrefutable proof.
That's fair. Yep,
So,
that's fair.
do we wish
She
to?
just likes the aesthetic.
Do we wish to try to rest? I do not believe that Mr. M could get down there without going past us first. Perhaps we.
Unless he's got a freaking trapdoor into the blood pool or something to check on her.
Go ahead and roll investigation. Or perception, actually, sorry.
12.
There's no trapdoor down there.
I did not see a trapdoor.
Okay. Well, I could put up the hut
Okay.
Alright.
and
You guys are going to try to catch a short rest?
Yeah.
Yeah, if possible.
And I'm gonna drag what's-his-face over to wherever we are so I can knock him out again when he comes to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can effectively subdue him as long as you're not preoccupied.
And just so I'm understanding before we do this, she's going to return to corporeal form regardless in an hour, or she
No,
can't
she
heal?
cannot.
She cannot.
She
She's
can't.
fucked. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
It requires a resting mechanic, and Mrs. Kilgass's poison shuts off the resting
Got
mechanic. Until it's removed by a removed curse or something else.
Yeah.
Or poison. Okay. You guys finish your short rest.
Okay.
After
Oh god.
lucky sons of bitches.
you know, we haven't checked any of these other sarcophaguses or anything.
One second. As you finish your short rest, like you guys are just now starting to feel a little bit better, feeling the effects, you hear like a from upstairs. What in the hell? You hear the voice of Dominus Epsilon. Someone get out? Check the rooms. Check the floors. Search for Lady Katia. It's been too long.
God. She's got everyone.
It's what vampires do. They charm people and make them submit to their will.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace on us so we can all hide behind coffins.
And you.
The hut is, well, okay.
You can see into it.
Well, no, you can't. It's opaque.
You choose, but yeah.
And
it's okay.
I would have chosen it to be like the color of the blood, essentially. If I can.
Putting it over the blood? What?
Yeah, right around.
Yeah,
well,
how big-
actually.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
how
because
big-
we would have been like right around
Okay.
here
How
to
big
make
is the
sure that she
How
can't
big is the
leave.
hut?
10-foot diameter.
Ooh.
No, 10-foot radius.
Okay.
Or did I have it? I'll double
Okay,
check
guys.
it. I'll double check it.
Yeah, it just if you can real quick. The blood hut is protecting you. Not sure what's going on.
Wait, does
No.
that mean we're resting in the blood?
No, not in the blood.
If
It's
it's large
a 10-foot
enough around.
radius.
So yeah, around the blood.
Oh, I see.
So we can
Interesting.
be
We can
around
sit on
here
the
just
edge.
in case.
So you guys
Sorry,
are now sitting
we
in a
should've-
massive blood
I didn't
dome.
realize you were just gonna cut to the. We finished the long rest. I was gonna explain that.
It's all right.
Was
You
my
are
plan.
sitting in a blood dome.
Oh.
If
That's the
anything, it'll just
sequel
look like the
to,
blood spilled over.
Blood dome.
It's a dome. It's gonna look cool. It looks really cool as shit, actually.
So we're sitting in a blood dome. And what
Sorry.
does that give us if someone tries to attack the hut?
Spells can't get into it.
But knives can.
Yeah, but I mean they can't see into it. It just looks that
Yeah.
color.
They would
It's
have
okay.
disadvantage.
So
They'd be
nice.
shooting in the
We're
dark.
We're
they wouldn't be able
effectively
to who you
hidden
are.
in it.
Yeah.
So
Okay, never mind.
More or less. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, can't scry, don't have line of sight,
correct.
no spells.
Spells
Yeah.
can't pass through.
Yep.
Mhm.
Correct.
It's super
All of that.
cool.
All right.
I'm just going to cast.
Yeah, you get a spell slot back after a short rest. As a
Yeah.
warlock.
Yeah.
I use my arcane recovery.
You use arcane recovery. Would you
And
like to
I-
use natural recovery?
I did, yes.
I
I'm
regain
going to
4
put-
first level spell.
Can I, in this time,
Yeah.
And my blade soul.
I'm thinking about if I should swap out the hat for the rod.
To you.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
And
Nope.
I'll armor of a gap as
Consensual.
myself at first level.
Okay.
I need it.
5 temporary hit points, does 5 damage. Armor of ice. Armor of Agathis.
You can't change your prepared spells during your
No, you cannot. So you guys hear them rustling, turning things over. He looks down into the. You see a face peer down. Dominus Epsilon's face peer down into the hole. The blood looks undisturbed. Let's check everything out. Because he looks down and he just sees big blood pile. He's assuming.
That at least for the moment.
Worked out well.
Smart, clever girl. What would you all
I'm
wish to
glad
do?
that
I'm going to, if we, I'll say this in a hushed tone, stage whisper. Shall we continue with the plan?
How many
Attempting
of
to.
them are there?
Could we make a perception check to try to hear like separate footfalls or something?
Mm-hmm. Roll a perception check. Selena's aiding you since she's the one who asked about it.
9.
Wait, what was the first roll? Sorry, I'm not.
9, and then
Oh, 9.
5
Oh,
plus
my
2 is
bad.
4. 7.
9 total. You're thinking maybe 2 or 3, including Dominus. So probably 3.
At least 3.
That's how many he had with him.
I could
He had two soldiers, and there was him.
I could peek. I could move up to reconnaissance, but that risks exposure.
So we need to destroy the coffin. That's
Yes.
where we're at right now.
Correct.
Yeah, I think that's really our only.
How do we destroy
Option.
the coffin?
I think a grenade in an enclosed
Grenade
space
in
is
an
probably.
Closed space.
In
will-
that short rest, would
Better,
you have been
pretty good.
able to do to look at detect magic? Sorry, was blanking on words.
Yeah, I guess I can detect
that would-
magic.
Towards the end, sure.
Yeah,
You have 10 minutes to
Spend 10
detect
minutes.
magic at the end of the rest.
detect magic.
Okay.
Do
Um,
I see death eyes?
There isn't any significant magical presence. You know, everything kind of has a small magical hue. The blood has an enchantment thing that you imagine keeps the blood warm. You're not alarmed by it. You're like, duh, this thing's gonna be riddled. You haven't triggered any traps. You got in it. You don't suspect anything. The coffin doesn't really. The coffin has probably some minor abjuration stuff, but it's mostly just a stone coffin. And you guys,
Okay.
there's nothing. It's like very minor magical enchantments. basically to keep it.
I don't know. I wouldn't
from
be able
eroding.
to see the coffin from up top because I'm not getting in that blood and
Oh,
spraying
okay.
down 30 feet.
Well, yeah. But yeah, there's nothing terribly significant. There's some ever-burning lanterns on the walls. That's it.
Okay.
Alright.
And then
Can I see Lady Katia at all?
No, she's in the coffin.
Okay. But I don't see her like this.
and did these light up at all?
No.
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 Cool.
Was there anything beyond here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there is. There's just more crypts.
Nothing
Yeah,
significant.
it was just more maps, so there would be some dramatic lead up
Okay.
into
Okay.
the.
Okay.
I mean,
So-
I can also.
But that's where people could enter from down there. There's a door down there.
So within range, could I hit a fireball at the same time that the grenade goes off?
You could maybe.
Because it's not line of sight.
It doesn't say a point
Any
you can
point
see.
you choose within range.
Then, okay, then yes, you can. And you have line of effect since it's liquid, so. Yep. You can.
So
I can swim down.
between the two.
Sorry.
If you want to put the grenade in there between the two of us, I mean, the
Then run
grenade
us
will
straight
give
to
us
the
away. But
Well, I mean, so the sound is going to be deadened by 60 feet of thick liquid.
Correct.
yeah, but
Can sound escape your
That's
hut?
what I was just wondering. I'm looking it up.
I could cast silence.
You could, but then she can't cast.
You guys can hear the footsteps getting closer.
I could cast silence down in the blood.
That's true.
Mm.
Alright, let's do that.
Okay.
I think we're
Go
running
put
out of
the
time.
grenade there and swing back.
I'm gonna try to see if I can get it into the coffin, like if I can lift the lid at all.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You can because it's 300 pounds. It's more than 300 pounds. Yeah, you can. You can lift the lid.
Okay. Yep.
And the mist shifts wildly around.
Under, what would I say? I will say in the blood, because I don't need to breathe.
Mhm.
I'll say, feast on this. And then I'll put the grenade in,
Mm-hmm.
cast silence,
Mhm.
and then straight up.
Alrighty.
As fast as my
You guys can hear the door. They seem to be battering it down.
The moment I see him, I will cast fireball where he said that thing. The crypt is.
And you had cast silence.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Alrighty. So, Justice, as you rocket out from the blood, right directly behind you, almost instantaneously, with the clutch of the Elder Gods, using 3 charges, having 5 charges expend from it.
Except we can't hear anything.
And there's a massive. Oh, that's true. So there's just kind of like the kinetic kind of.
Do we see anything happen in the blood?
Because you can hear.
Yeah, we
from
can
the
probably
air.
Right,
feel
right.
the
We can-
Let me just
vibration.
describe things. Yeah.
Sure.
And then there's a. Go ahead and roll 7d10 and 8d. Roll 8d6, and then I get you roll 7d10 to be
Can I borrow
placed.
some d10s?
Here. Here's 2.
Here's 3
yeah.
I got
There's 2 more.
3. Okay, I got enough.
You sure?
Yep.
I got the whole bag of
1,
dice
2,
here too.
3, 4.
One of my
So
d10s went under your
60.
laptop.
can't get it. So 10, 14.
10,
I'm so
20,
nervous. I'm like,
Oh.
this is it.
So as the door slams open,
6.
Dominus Epsilon, flanked by 2 Warforged guards, begin to crest into the entrance about 45 feet away down south.
Getting ready to cast Vicious Mockery on something if I need to. I'll say Dominus
go
Epsilon
first.
if I need to.
Yes,
Alright. How much damage?
28.
Okay.
35.
35. Hey, that's almost exactly average. And the firestorm spell that erupts from the grenade connects to you, since you're the one who placed it, and you cast firestorm. Basically, when it ever erupts, you feel this concentration come over you, like, and then or it's not concentration. Firestorm's instantaneous, and this massive, you can feel this massive inferno and this fiery energy connection that you have in this whatever massive firestorm is erupting from the blood, and you have 10 by 10 squares to choose.
10 by 10.
So this massive torrent of fire begins to erupt from the... And that uses up basically 6 10 by 10s. So you have 4 10 by 10s to get it out of the thing.
Right in the center of the dome. Because we aren't there. It's right in the middle, and then it will still be hidden by the dome.
Well, I think people are barging in.
They're
now.
in, yeah.
So is there enough for it to lick out? Like, it has to be contiguous, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and 4 to get it out, you said?
Yep. 6. So you have 4
6.
left.
We're going to get attacked anyway?
Unless
this kills her. Hopefully.
in which case she wouldn't be charmed.
You can't crosstalk.
That's
You just
fine.
feel a
That's why I
firestorm.
was
Yeah, I'm
saying-
just going to I'm going to try to make a line across there to...
So as the firestorm extends up and out of it, and you see this inferno, you look over at Dominus Epsilon, who is crushed in. You see the firestorm. As it attempts to pass through the barrier created by the hut, it fizzles.
Spells can leave the hut. Right?
Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it.
Oh, perfect. So it's contained like a... Yeah. Yeah, wonderful.
Massive firestorm and, yeah.
Okay. That's right.
He stops. Looks around. I think there's been holds his head.
Was he?
Okay, finish.
Yeah, sorry.
Thanks. I think there's been a mistake. He kind of puts his sword away. He's like, gentlemen. They put their swords away, looking at him.
Dominus Epsilon.
Yeah. Citizen?
You remember me?
I do.
Did you step out of the dome?
Yeah, I came out.
Yeah, you guys are in the dome, otherwise you would have been murdered by the firestorm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I erupted from
I missed
like
that then.
an Olympic
Sorry.
swimmer. You and Confessor Wilhelm have been under the control of a vampire.
I think you're right.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, roll insight.
I was about to, ask that.
That one! I trust him implicitly because he's a vampire. I mean,
Because he's a vampire.
That's... Never mind.
Who are the 2 people behind him?
Warforged guards. Clutch Aurora's guards.
Okay. So they weren't like
They're the
was it
Warforged
gold?
that were inspecting.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, she's... Guess she's dead. Well, this will be interesting paperwork.
Her household guard is still... Or her household butler
Butler.
or whatever is still here, Mr. M. I don't know how much he knew.
Oh, Mr. M. Okay.
I would assume all of it, but I'm not sure.
he was witness to the crimes. He fled when we confronted her.
Okay. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do.
I go into paramedic mode and like look into his gem eyes and do all the paramedic things.
To Dominus Epsilon?
Mm-hmm.
You can roll an insight from a distance. Or medicine.
Medicine.
Okay.
Nope. Insight probably would be better. 13.
13. Yeah, he looks like the charm has left him.
Do we need reinforcements?
No. That's it. That's everyone.
Professor Vasilier and Kathunk are still here.
Who may have also
They're not
been charmed.
vampires.
Yeah, they may have been under her charm too. and
Correct.
Might be recovering from it.
Well, let's get you all back to Clutch Aurora's and clear all this up. How about that?
Before we leave, let's wake up Confessor Wilhelm.
About to say that too.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tap him awake.
You see the
create
guards
water.
are confused. They're kind of looking at him every so often.
So.
Is there... I do believe that it is imperative that we check the workshop before we leave.
You're not wrong.
I agree with you, but I also need to secure the manse for a formal investigation.
Well, it's a good thing we're headed to the carriage house.
The carriage house is part of her property, so.
I thought he meant the mansion portion. Okay.
Does anything seem odd by this? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to...
Yeah, it's odd. Like he's a guy who just has been, for all you know, mindfucked for a long time, and he's reeling from it.
Okay. I'm just trying, like, from the protocol or whatever.
No, I mean, you got there's a lot going on. They don't know what he knows what's been going on, and he's trying to figure it all out. No, let's secure you guys at Clutch Auroras. Get everyone to safety.
Let's get the Wilhelm up first. He has more of an expertise in this stuff.
Okay. You slap Wilhelm awake, or
Yeah, he should still have 1 hit point. So.
he will. Yeah. So you...
Oh yes. Very sorry about that. I believe I was under the control of a vampire. Yes.
Ghibli, are you able to detect their thoughts, as you did before?
I've got 1 more in me. That's not going to break any laws, is it?
We have to be
I would
sure.
think at this moment that
Sorry.
discretion would be advisable.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, I'll cast it.
Go ahead and roll insight with advantage.
Okay. Mark this off. My last second level. Mm-mm. 13.
You can hear him thinking, oh god, this is bad. This is very bad. Oh, but I'm no longer charmed, so that's very bad. Quit thinking. She just cast Detect Thoughts. You know that spell. You have it prepared. Yeah. No. Okay. Cool as a cucumber.
And with it, I can, as an action, like try to probe deeper, right?
Yep.
That's how that works.
Think
And
of
it needs to have a wisdom save, right?
Yep.
think of normal things. Don't think of Sevilius naked. Don't think of Sevilius naked. She's here.
Go ahead and I think he makes a save.
Yeah.
Doesn't make it.
Okay.
Probe deeper. He's losing his shit, but he's not charmed. You can see the moment he was kind of charmed there when he first rolled into town, but got assigned the case, and
Okay.
Dominus Epsilon directed him. Yeah. And he apparently has the hot source of Elias, like you do.
Does he have any thoughts regarding
doesn't?
Professor Vasilier or Kathunk?
He doesn't, not right now, I would say.
And
While she's doing this, can I ask him, I think we asked him earlier, so it's probably redundant. Do you have the ability for greater restoration? Or is that just the cleric?
Goodness, no, that's not my train.
Okay.
Could you untie me?
I think it's safe, guys.
Okay, I'll
He
put a
seems
dagger
to
on
not
her
be
tongue.
charmed.
Perfect. I will hand him
His crossbow.
yeah, we probably would have picked that up too. I was gonna hand him a potion. Lesser healing, I'm not.
Oh no, that is okay. I have
Are
a
you
bit.
sure?
Yeah, I have a bit in me.
Okay.
Yeah, and he heals himself a little bit.
He'll be alright.
So with his divine magic, he heals himself a little bit.
Nice.
Okay.
So what do you guys want to do? What are you doing? Dominus Epsilon suggests he secures you at Clutch Auroras. You guys want to go to the church house?
We
What
should
did you-
bring Wilhelm up to speed, so we'll
Okay.
let him know
What did you
we
need to do?
vampires, clearly.
So, Mr. M is still missing. We need to check on Vasilier and Kathunk before we leave for Clutch Auroras. Provided they're not home, going to Clutch Auroras is probably exactly the right thing to do.
Right. I'm not sure they are home. I think they're supposed to be out tonight, but we'll check. I think we should check.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yeah. Okay. And you guys, you Sevilius, you give him the quick and dirty of it.
Yeah.
And Wilhelm is like, yes, I was charmed whenever I went to inquire about her. I did not expect her to be a vampire. That is very unsettling.
Matt.
Yes.
Not just sidebar question. Has anything funny happened in terms of?
Yeah.
Okay. Check.
So we didn't take the stairs up. Does anyone know where the stairs are?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yes.
one quick question before we leave here, but those other Warforged type vampires, when they burst into dust, they didn't go to coffins or anything. They didn't go to regenerate.
Wilhelm's like, no, the lesser vampires do not have the survivability of full standard vampires.
Wonderful. Okay. Good to know.
Let us get out of here. Quarantine the place for further inquiry. I know the Count and the Archduchess will be livid.
Okay. So we're heading to the carriage house first, and then to the clutch.
Okay.
Provided we find nothing at the carriage house, yeah.
Right.
And then as we're leaving, I'm going to try and create like a mental map and see if there's anything that seems like not trapdoors, but concealed doors as we're going out the normal way.
Okay.
Oh yeah, like false walls and stuff.
Yeah.
I was playing as my other guy, Sigil. Be all over that.
Except you're not.
Dungeon Delver.
Alright.
We'll also have to make an insurance claim on our gift that was haphazardly destroyed during the conflict.
An insurance claim. So you guys are wondering, go and roll me a perception check, Selena, for your little nosy eyes.
Yeah, 12.
Okay. You don't notice too much. There's not any more secret doors than whenever. But basically, you guys come out around the kitchen pantry. That's the entrance to this thing. And you, which I believe was on the left side and of the foyer. You see the animated armors and the cobra that kind of turn you guys very quickly, but then when they see Dominus Epsilon guiding you through. It's like, oh, I forgot about those. I guess they're set, and he's kind of looking at the magical cobra that's sitting in the middle of the foyer. I guess they're still wired for me.
We'll take what we can get.
All right. Let's see what the professor's up to if he's even here.
And what about Mr. M?
He cleared out.
Okay.
He ran. We were in we entered the holding pattern. This is embarrassing. He ran and he just took off.
There's nothing to be embarrassed about having your will taken away from you.
Yeah. You were fully charmed. There's not much you could have done.
Okay.
I don't take notes.
It happens.
So.
It happens to a lot of people, unfortunately.
Apparently so. Let's see if the professor's home. He walks you guys out into the grounds. Lady Katia's eerily still grounds as they always are. The cool night air, even though this is an underground city, greets you. And you look over to the carriage house. It doesn't seem to be like set ablaze or anything. There's no crazy disturbances, no loud noises protruding from it. And Dominus Epsilon just... Open up! It's Dominus Epsilon. The fuck do you want? One of the Grandling Company Golders. Professor Vasily in there? No, he left. Went out. Him and that big monstrosity. Where did they go? I'm not his fucking secretary. They didn't ask. Alright. We'll be having a look around, and Dominus Epsilon pushes past the Grandling Golder, and he just kind of stumbles out of the way. And you see the 4 Grandling Golders in the foyer. What do you guys wish to do?
The workshop is in the back. That is where he was performing his experiments.
Alright.
No, I can lead him to where it is.
Lead the way.
So you enter into the past the Grandling Golders into the foyer. To the right is that small little kind of bedroom area that you surmise. There's like a little table and a little eating room kind of in this large hallway. Crook around all the way to the workshop entrance and the large kind of, not blast door, but the large workshop-esque door sits in front of you.
Can I inspect it for traps?
Yep.
Anyone gonna help me or anything?
If we have time, I'll cast Detect Magic to make sure there's no magical traps on it.
I could say you do that.
No one helps. That is
I have thieves' tools. Can I help him?
You can help. Anyone can help him check for traps, perception, or investigation at this point, since you have.
I can
Somebody-
also help with investigation.
help.
I'm trained in it, and actually
That becomes a 13.
And thieves' tool means you would help him disabling traps.
Oh,
I'm also
It's a
trained in
2-tiered thing. It's
investigation.
actually a 3-tiered thing
Cool.
sometimes. 17,
13.
13. It's not trapped.
Okay.
Any magic,
No. I'll say no.
It does not appear to be trapped.
and I don't detect any magic on it.
Is it locked?
Yeah, it's locked.
Would you like me to try to disarm the lock?
Yeah, go ahead.
so I'm gonna turn around to the 4 Gremlins behind me and be like, "One of you have a key?"
At 20.
Hell no, he says. Natural 20.
Like before
Not
you get this
good,
sentence out.
You can open the large tinkerer door.
Yep. Tinker door.
Workshop
Tinker door.
You open it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
6 fireballs.
Alrighty.
God.
The large room that you see before you, much like you saw it last time, has several basements. Where are you, Vasilier? There you are. Alright. There is...
Ready. Theater of the mind.
Water.
Not another round.
This is a colossal sized drug. Subdues all of us.
Seems to be you guys are over here by the entrance. We'll say there's a workshop, a reading station, a smithy with a cooling water for cooling. You imagine some kind of large altar that you saw. We'll say that the bodies are kind of over here strewn about. Like one's laying this way. There's one over here on this table, and there's one on this on this altar. Simple living quarters, stone room, massive in size, and no one appears to be in here.
This is where he was performing his experiments. Do you see? I'm gesturing to the warforged corpses strewn about.
I do see, but there's nothing illegal about experimenting on property.
And what if it's coupled with necromancy?
I don't believe that's how she made the vampires, but we're going to launch an investigation. Yes,
But the Warforged vampires.
yes, I do understand that. I'm not so sure the two are linked. Well, let me say that I do not know how one would make a Warforged vampire. And perhaps Professor Vasilier, along with creating this so-called monstrosity I've heard about in Cthulhu, is, I don't know if he knows his name, but we'll say he does, is worrying. But perhaps Professor Vasilier also found the key to allowing Lady Katia to create undead vampire. However, maybe she was also just as industrious as Professor Vasilier, and their two dark hearts fell in love over this. Their mutual appreciation for the macabre.
So if I wander a room with Detect Magic still up, what do I find?
That's an excellent question, Rob. One I would be happy to answer for you. I will check.
Any necromancy?
There are some small little tools that have trace amounts of magical things, and then you find, I'll say you find 2 potions of greater healing.
Oh, nice.
In the chest over there. You find some other items too, but I don't think you should, steal and.
Yeah, it's just
I
this is
don't
ours.
want to steal the potions either. I mean, if he's done nothing wrong.
He's like, go ahead.
Fair.
Dominus Epsilon just gestures. He's like, go ahead and take the potions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to get arrested.
He's like, we'll return them if he gets his name
See
clear.
me like taking silverware, like rack up the price.
Work up the floors.
Damn it, checkers. Okay.
So
What about that altar?
Anything with the alpha?
Anything?
it's not like a religious altar. It's a place where he lays bodies out, and it's an autopsy table,
Okay.
but it's stone.
And it's not magical.
No.
Okay.
Again, like trace amounts of magic to prevent wear and tear, but nothing significant.
Okay.
Got it.
At least this rug isn't like the other
Go
one.
ahead and roll Arcana, Sylvia.
Seriously. Never mind. I was gonna say, is it something I could help him with? But
Nat
he doesn't
20.
need it. It's a natural 20.
27.
You see over here in this reading area on the upper left, basically a how to make a helmed horror guide for dummies. I mean, it's, it's not that obvious, but it's like, oh, here's like the helmed horror layout stuff that he was working on.
So helmed horrors are bad.
So they're the two things we fought, the automatons and the other.
They are.
Oh, got it.
Yep.
So like the golem.
That
However-
we saw the Warforged ghosts come out of.
However, they are within the limits of the law. They are not technically necromancy. Although they do involve a necromantic process. They're not undead. They are constructs animated by remnant energies of a living creature. They are commonly used in both the war effort and the defenses of Gishari homes. Double homes.
Can I take some book?
Oh, you should definitely confiscate that as evidence.
Yeah, no, this is definitely confiscatable evidence.
Yep.
Oh, God.
I put it in my bag for later. Are there any other interesting books on the shelves?
Yes, but you shouldn't. Oh, yes, but you shouldn't ransack
Okay,
the place.
I know.
You can ransack it later. Maybe.
We'll come back and
Well,
look. 'Cause
if
I
you are all
always love a good book, too.
satisfied, and you can see Confessor Wilhelm kind of searches the place. I do not see anything totally extraordinary. Well, plenty of extraordinary. I just don't see anything illegal. However, we do need to find him and bring him in for questioning.
Is it reasonable to assume he'd just return here after a certain amount of time?
Oh, I imagine as if it is his home and is he not fleeing? Yes, I do.
'Cause
However,
he doesn't look like he's packed up, right?
However, this is truly beginning to move beyond the scope of your involvement. We appreciate your efforts here, but we need to bring you to Clutch Aurors for questioning at this point. You are still private citizens.
Sure.
I thought we were deputized.
You
Yes,
were
there was-
deputized, but then I got charmed and things got a little confusing. Let's just schedule things back here and find out who we can trust.
And we
That
did
makes
have a
sense.
plan after we sort things out to have a conversation about compensation.
Yes, and we can do that at Clutch Aurors.
Sure.
Then
And
let
we
us
shall go to
be on our way.
Quarries.
It's been an eventful night.
Indeed it has. Alright. As you guys begin your journey back to the outside of the city where Clutch Aurors actually is, we are going to go ahead and take a break. Hello everyone, Salty K, my man. Quiet night. Thank you for everyone who's showing up. Thank you to our new follower.
That's
We will
really exciting.
be back, yeah. Just our OG Salty K.
Yeah. Yeah.
My fave.
Blood Gnome. Mad Gilly.
I do want to do something en route. We can do it after break.
Yep, after break.
Salty Kate, you should declare your actions along with like a boss.
Yep.
Throw your dagger like a boss. Make
So
a stealth check like a boss.
We'll be back in 15 minutes or so after we've had a little dessert.
We survived the vampires.
Maybe.
Somehow
Maybe.
until
Oh
the
man.
entire Clutch Aurors is all
Oh
vampire.
my, no!
And they descend upon us
it's like a nest
with
of-
Lenny
Well,
Catchy
I
at the
mean,
helm.
At that point, it's just a vampire campaign, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are back from the break. The party has just defeated Lady Katia and are being escorted back to Clutch Auroras outside the city, the Warforged City Guard station by Dominus Epsilon, 2 Warforged guards, and Confessor Wilhelm. What do you all wish to do? You had something you want to do on the way back, Gilly.
Yes, so as we're walking, I'd like to just... Am I within eyeshot of anyone who's gonna care if I cast message?
No.
Okay. I specifically don't want to be an eyeshot of Confessor Wilhelm.
Okay. Roll to hide.
Okay. Because I'm little. Reroll ones. It's a 2. 5!
Alrighty, you cast message.
Bar.
What do you wish to say?
I'm going to cast it at Civilius, and I'm going to tell him, so I think the Confessor's got a thing for you. Do with that what you will.
Gilly always has the priority. Which I think I can see.
Civilius smirk.
Everyone has
Try
a thing.
Try to make
Thank
himself
you.
look better, even though I'm like soaked to the bone
I
in
start-
blood.
Oh my god.
No,
imagine
We're
no.
all
walking down the street.
disgusting.
I'm prestidigitationing you.
I'm prestidigitating me too.
Oh, that was
but
all
only
oily.
at 3
None
cubic
stuck to
square
me.
inches.
No.
I know, I'm trying.
I'm like Teflon.
Helping.
That's my new name.
So
Great name.
Teflon.
as we're walking back, Civilius and I are just frantically prestidigitationing Civilius.
Interesting.
Together.
Frantically.
Frantically. Like, oh god, we gotta get this blood off you so you look nicer. You can't be seen like this.
That's funny. That's
Just together.
That's awesome.
Don't let them see you cry.
Oh, just like the lifetime of abuse and trauma that you've experienced.
Yeah. and then I'll clean myself up when I get a chance.
I will help as well.
You do me, I do you.
Yeah,
That's right.
tit for tat.
I'm just gonna stay as gross as whatever I am.
Alright.
I'm all greased up.
Yeah, the blood just falling off of you.
You want some of my grease? No. Okay.
It's good to have fun. I like this.
Oh, what was the
Makes me
lady's
happy.
name down in the Warrens?
Claudia.
One in my body?
Claudia.
Claudia.
Big Claudia?
Hey Claudia, you should see if she wants some of that grease.
I believe that it would probably interfere with the disguise.
Perhaps.
I think it is oil soluble.
I'm just running off.
Yeah, it would be.
It's fairly late at this point. We'll say between the dinner, the nosing, the hour, the investigation, we'll just say it's approaching midnight-ish. Maybe a little closer to 11. But it is getting late. And it's dark in this underground city. And there are a few people even on the streets even now. You guys are in the Bellows. You board the thing from the nice part of town. You go up to Titan Gate. And you arrive at Clutch Auroras once you pass through Titan Gate. It's it's the massive melted golden statue that forms a beehive-like structure. There are Warforged guards posted outside. And they just give a little salute to Dominus Epsilon when he arrives. Let's shuffle in and process this whole debacle.
Of course.
Professor Wilhelm says, yes, we shall do that. I suppose we should notify certain authorities, but let's get all the details first. How about that?
So speaking of disguises, what's the state of yours right now?
Oh, it is.
Destroyed.
Okay.
Destroyed, yeah. I probably, peeled any of it that was off.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
For normal legal precedent, would it be normal to get all the information before calling his boss?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's discretionary. Yeah, he has to do a first level of finding before he brings his boss in on this.
And we don't need counsel at this point.
You're not suspects. You're assisting in the investigation.
Just checking.
You're welcome to have counsel if you want. You're a noble.
I don't think.
Yeah, just let me know if it might change that we might need it. How about that?
Will do.
I don't know. I don't know.
There's literally
Count.
zero chance I'm going to tell you.
Fine.
All right.
No, what I meant is like if Gilly would know, hey, this is the moment.
Yeah, I understand what you meant, and there's zero chance
Okay,
I'll
that's
tell you.
Great.
She's like getting like stabbed in a shower.
Anyway,
Now?
Now? No.
because
All
last
right.
time we knew.
Yeah, we don't want anyone to know exactly where we are at the moment. Anyway, going on. Yep.
You guys are fine. So you guys are escorted into this weird gold building that has a beehive. It's difficult to tell which way to go. You are brought into the office of Dominus Epsilon. It's an office, if you could call it that. There's something like a desk. There's chairs. And higher up in this pretty large clutch, we're going to say it's about 40 feet tall, this dome-like beehive structure. It's made mostly of gold, but it's been chipped away and there's wooden structures affixed in. So pretty marvelous if you're into that kind of thing. If you're into beehives.
Great.
Which you're not, so.
Nope.
Um,
Hard pass.
He's like, so, why don't you guys tell me everything, Dominus Epsilon says, and Professor Wilhelm is standing there too. Why don't you tell me everything you, I don't know, just start from the beginning? I'm not sure what to say. Yeah, start from the beginning. Tell me what you know.
Gilly and myself received letters from an acquaintance of ours named Gathunk.
Mm.
In those letters, he notified us to some concerning behavior on the behalf of Professor Vasilier. We came to investigate, during which time we came across some information that Lady Katya had been hosting dinners for the poor and wayward souls. I believe around that time, after I had spoken to you about my concerns of Professor Vasilier, we were approached by Confessor Wilhelm, who offered his assistance in our endeavor. We visited Lady Katya and had words with her. Confessor Wilhelm deputized us prior to this and was present for the questioning, at which, to my perspective, her story did not add up. Why would she be spending extra money to hire a bounty hunter to track down Lost Warforged when she believed that they were less expensive than having human servants? She was insistent that we attend her party later that night.
Also, may I interject? During that time, we did notice that there were various traps around the room, tables bolted down, a giant trapdoor in the floor,
Signs of struggle.
signs of struggle,
Cries for help engraved into the tables.
which made us even more wary.
Right. I mean, I was aware of what was happening at the feast when I was charmed.
Sorry, I'm just describing.
Well, you don't have to apologize. I'm asking for your side to see how well it matches with mine.
We were also concerned when we came here originally to talk to Professor Vasilier that he might be under some sort of magical mind affecting influence, which we were not sure whether or not it was making him act differently. We just wanted to. We originally wanted to just investigate and see if he was of his right mind.
We had escorted him into the lair of an sorcerer king in which there were magical effects that did affect the minds of some of the party at the time. They were resolved, but we were suspicious that maybe something had gone unnoticed.
Yeah. Well, Professor Vasilier, I mean, we obviously have to bring him in for questioning. This is difficult. I will just tell you a bit of my side. I've been under Lady Katya's influence for quite some time. She got me a long time ago, and she would stop by every day and keep making me hers. And whenever you arrived at the city asking about Professor Vasilier, I felt compelled to protect her, so I sent Professor Wilhelm your way, knowing that he would be essentially no match for her. He says, "Oh, well, I'll try not to take that personally, but okay." And that the investigation would therefore be compromised, and you guys would be more bait, more fueled with fire. I particularly figured she would enjoy converting you to her cause. But
She seems to have a fascination with the Warforged.
yes, well, she is something of an arcane scholar. She was trained in a bard college.
That's no college that I've ever seen or heard of. Is it?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with it myself, and I don't know magic, but
Well, I am a bard, and that's not standard fare.
no, I don't know where she trained. She just remarked she would always talk about her time at the college. That's what she would say.
I'm gonna need to figure out what college that is, because that's not okay.
So, well, with that being said, we need to make sure we're on top of this and controlling this. Do you have any other information for me?
We know that she had been establishing at least one person in significant elevations in the city. There's one. So
He sits up.
we know Kevin Anders used to work for her and is now a baron, and
Yes.
works at the.
He's the Baron of the Amalgamic
He
Depository.
works at
Yes,
the
and
Tribe.
she was.
He oversees it, yeah.
And she did claim that she got him his job. So
That's
I
not
don't
good.
know if he's also under her influence or is also a vampire or any of that. I don't know how it all works, but I am concerned, and I don't know. We should probably find Mr. M with his books. He was supposed to be rounding up books, but if he knew that the confessor here was charmed in that moment, he might not have actually done anything with that.
Who was rounding up books? I'm sorry.
Mr. M,
His
the
butler.
butler, was supposed to be
Yeah, I
rounding
don't
up.
think he was. I think they were planning to slaughter you. I don't think he moved a single muscle getting you books.
I'm sure, but we should try to. Well, I would recommend, if it were me, I would try to find out exactly who was elevated through them and follow up with them.
All right. Well, let me just put it this way: you guys have done me a great favor in breaking me free from that creature. I know it wasn't an intentional favor, but you've proven yourself as valuable assets in maintaining law and order. The Republic is stronger because of it. Each of you should feel good about that. Shari becomes a little more free this day. That being said, I'm wondering how much more you want to do here. What do you want your next move to be? Because if you guys could take down a vampire, I'm wondering if you could solve other problems. Like this Professor Vasilier. He may not have done anything illegal, but he looks over at Confessor Wilhelm. Go ahead. But, I mean, a problem's a problem at this point.
We want him healed and restored, if at all possible.
Alright. I don't know anything about that.
If that would... Our theory is that that would fix your problem and he would move out of town with his friend.
Here's what I'm thinking. She's been using a bounty hunter to do all sorts of manner and all sorts of things, so let's make the odds more even. I'll deputize you guys as bounty hunters, put out a bounty on Professor Vasilier and this Cthulhu, and you guys can act with discretion. Sound good?
Seems fair.
Don't blow things up, don't get citizens hurt. And whether you bring him back alive, dead, healed, or whatever, just close the bounty.
So would this be a good time to talk about the compensation for that?
Oh my goodness, she is impetuous. I like her almost as much as I like other people. Oh, that was out loud.
It was.
Well, no, of course. I believe we negotiated the rate of 100 gold per person or so.
We actually didn't negotiate.
Oh, I thought it was 200, my bad. He was just trying to be sly. So a fair payment in this, considering the extraordinary circumstances, 200 gold each for your time? For what you've done so far?
I mean, we've been through extremely harrowing circumstances and were put at great risk because of the two of you.
Alright.
So
and we-
200 gold plus repayment of our resources.
I'm getting there.
He used his potions to keep himself alive and be useful.
I also use my potions as well.
Oh,
And I believe Gilly had expense.
I seem to be missing a couple potions.
Well, two of
Since
them
we're
now.
keeping account.
Indeed, but I believe there were the matter of the diamonds used to save your life.
All right, fine. 300 gold each and repayment of the diamond.
That sounds reasonable.
I'm
That's for-
satisfied.
And the Cilia contract is out to the Dominus Epsilon's
Correct.
treasury. That's not my business.
I'd
That
say
is
that's
fine.
acceptable.
Good.
As long as the rest of the group agrees.
I'm satisfied.
This is taking an interesting turn of events. That's what I'll say.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm just like remarking on like the hut blocked the firestorm, which means you never attacked Dominus Epsilon, which means Dominus Epsilon never became your enemy, which means you never killed the champion.
Yeah.
Right.
Fate moves in interesting ways. The hands of destiny turn.
I
Oh
did-
yeah, what do you have to do for your ritual?
Might be
I'll
gone.
get to it. So, well,
So now that we've concluded one set of business,
yes.
this bounty, what would you do with him when we bring him back to you?
If you bring him back alive, throw him in jail for a little while and let my superiors make the call.
Real quick, before I move on. Was it 300 GP or 300 GP of diamonds?
300 gold each, and then they're gonna give you the diamonds.
Perfect.
Yeah, the confessory member has the diamonds, like they keep them.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's all I needed to know.
I'm gonna let him rot in a cell for a little while and decide what to do with him. This Cthulhu, that's a whole nother matter. He's not even a citizen.
I believe that our goal or our hope, and if we have discretion, was to attempt to have some kind of greater restoration cast upon Professor Vasilier to ascertain whether or not his actions were his own.
I mean, okay.
I would like to do that before we would throw him into a cell to ascertain.
Again, that's up to you. I'll give you-
Unless we could have an exemeter come to him in this,
in Clutch Auroras? Yeah, I can
if
ask.
that would be preferable.
I can ask. If you bring him here, I will ask Examiner Thomas.
Is that amenable?
That is fine.
It's probably safer to bring him to a more armed area
I would think.
if he is under some sort of
I
madness
would
curse
think
or
just
something.
in case. And if he isn't, and he's doing all this of his own accord,
Well, then he's in the place he should be anyways.
precisely.
I believe that Cthulhu is likely innocent in all this. He is quite naive. He knew not much of the world.
Correct. He's
We
most
left
likely
him in-
been swayed by
Yes.
Vasilier's teachings.
Vasilier was his ward.
He was Vasilia's ward.
Oh,
That
he was,
way,
he was,
yep.
he was Vasilier's charge.
Yes.
Vasilier was his ward. Got it.
It's
Still not.
Split.
all good.
Whatever.
They're the same
Thing.
thing. The
I don't-
charge and
I don't
word
take
are the
notes.
same word.
I don't take notes.
They
This
should be the
wasn't.
same
This
thing.
wasn't a backstory that we agreed on before.
And then.
Did-
Okay.
Did we agree on a price for the bounty yet? Okay,
Mhm.
just making sure I didn't miss it.
Nope, we're moving on tonight.
And so then for the bounty, oh god, I'm not gonna hardball you guys. Let's say for the bounty, I will say 800 gold each. 400 now, 400 when you bring him in, or kill him. I don't care.
That is fine.
More than fair.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Again,
400,
Now.
400 now, 400 later.
and it's each or total?
Each.
Each, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I heard it. I just wanted to make sure.
See, there's loot.
Yeah.
Which we wouldn't have gotten to. Oh, I'm kidding. It's being ridiculous.
Well then, like I said, don't get anyone hurt who's not those two, and don't blow anything up.
Do you
We will-
happen to know which bounty he might have gone after this evening? Do you have those records? Does she have to file them?
Filing is a strong word. She's a noble. She can engender a recall on her property with pretty minimal. She files a complaint with the Clutch Auroras, and yeah.
So do you know who he was after this evening?
I don't, but I could check.
That would be lovely.
That would help.
He gestures over to a Warforged and skirts off. Scurries off.
Like they do. Scurries. Do you have any ideas of where he might be found? I apologize for asking this information, but he has been operating with your city for some time.
Professor Vislier and I didn't have a whole lot of contact when I was under her service. Usually, God, I don't know much about this. Usually, the Warforged they knew eventually not to make it for the outside of the city, so there was only one other place to go.
The Warren. We have business with the king anyway.
Would you?
I'm sorry?
Wait, do we?
We don't have business with him, so to speak, but we know of him.
Dom,
Oh.
you have business with the king? Dominus Epsilon asks.
As I just said,
I think I don't want to know.
We don't have an audience with him.
Oh.
I just... Since the war, I'm always interested in different segments of the city, and King sounded like an interesting man.
Oh,
We know of him.
big old Daddy Kingpin.
Is he important in your city?
He's the lord of a criminal empire that exists just beneath us.
True, and does he currently have bounties on him as well?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, hey, if you want to go take a crack at the game
Yeah.
of the Warrens, I'll pay.
How much are his bounties?
I don't know, 10 grand a piece or so.
Oh man.
I'd have to check.
Your face.
How many displacement cloaks can you buy with that?
I'm going
I
shopping.
wonder that.
Yeah.
We could say that that's the champion, right?
I'll just pretend I didn't hear any of that, and you find citizens, you do this job, and we'll call everything square. And I'm gonna write up a report to the count.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We will return here with situation report.
Okay.
I don't mean to speak out of turn or anything, but it might be prudent to figure out who's in her books to see who she may have had sway over before you run things up chains.
What do you
If
mean?
you were under her sway, I don't know who else would have been.
I mean, the people above me are pretty capable spellcasters.
Fair. As long as it was just a thought.
Right.
You can do with it what you want.
No, yeah, I mean that's the confessory's territory. Yeah, we will exercise some caution, but Dominus Epsilon will write his report, and we'll file simultaneously through our respective chains of command.
I'm sure there'll be
Just a
a
thought,
rebound.
that's all.
If any of it was the result of her charm, it should no longer be in effect. Of course, I'm not sure what that means for
If they
Spawn.
returned, though. That's a
Yeah,
different
there
story.
could be more
Correct.
than one vampire, unfortunately.
There were quite a few.
I never met any.
This whole
when
city's underground. There's no sunlight. It's a
I never met any whenever I was under her control, but it did seem like there might be more than one.
The whole city is vampire.
I wouldn't go that far, but
well. That Kevin Anders seems like my first choice if it were going to be me looking into things.
yes, I mean I'll definitely be taking a close inspection. But he's connected to powerful people. He's connected to my boss. He's connected to my boss's boss.
That does sound like a sticky situation.
I'm sure you guys will sort it out.
He's
It's-
not charmed anymore.
It's truly beyond the purview of your role here. I mean, I'll be taking over.
Shall we?
Okay.
Might want
Well,
Good.
where will we be resting up tonight, guys?
Probably at the end.
Yeah, I'm sure Glitch is looking for you.
Do I need a
Probably
bath?
Making sure. Yes, you do.
We all need a bath. Is there a good bathhouse in town?
Yeah. It's a
24-hour
geothermally heated.
bathhouse?
Yeah, the Steamstruck halls. You guys are staying in the Steamstruck halls, right? So yeah, you can go to the Steamstruck halls are literally Steamstruck. You get a good facial just walking down them from the sea.
Usually I have to pay for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on. It only works if your mind is set to purr.
Hey, you're the one who has a tinkling tinkerer and a flatulent
I know,
monkey.
but come on, Steamstruck halls. It's like the bell
I
bell
get it.
steams of the machine that heats the city.
Good.
Yep.
I'm good. I had a good bath.
It sure heats
I
the
needed
city.
that.
Literal children.
Just full
It
on.
gets hot down there.
Literal
Hot and
children.
steamy.
Hot and steamy.
Just thought it might be easier to get rid of all this muck.
Yeah, there's lots of 24-hour bathhouses, especially in the Steamstruck halls.
Mm-hmm.
I think we could use an ice bath.
Yes.
Professor Wilhelm goes, yes, I quite enjoy some of the bathhouses. And he looks over at Miss Sibelius.
Yeah.
And he looks back at Celine. Just like,
Is there one in particular you recommend?
yes, the pink flamingo.
The pink flamingo.
Yes, it's quite nice.
The gayest club in town.
It's a gay bathhouse. Get ready.
Yes.
I'm about it. We're going. We're going.
Do you want to invite Glitch?
Yes.
Since
This has been a long day. Perhaps I should join you folks. Oh, but I have to stay and do paperwork.
Maybe another time.
well, you
Maybe
know where
another-
to find us.
Yes, perhaps I'll catch up with you.
In case you file early, in case you get done with your filing early.
I will track you down. Haha.
Follow those moon eyes.
And
you'll
I
be
just-
fine.
And I just give him a knowing wink.
Yes.
Insight check. 18.
You don't know
I
shit.
winked.
Disadvantage because you don't know meat bags.
13.
Yeah, you don't know shit. Get
Get fucked.
On a scale of 1 to fuck, you get.
I was
mean,
feeling
the
too bad
confessors
earlier to
tried.
say it. I almost said it during the vampire fight.
No, you're good. We're just dying like
Yeah, I guess. Things are looking a little dire, so I didn't say it. I don't want to say that in my
Mrs.
murder
Kilgast, help us get fucked.
Yeah.
In your murder
As
lair.
you're dragging her, the life out of her.
Dragging
Yeah.
me into the pool of blood, draining more life from me. Just,
Exactly.
oh no.
So,
You guys.
bathhouse,
Yeah.
Yep.
sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We can sleep in tomorrow,
Then
right?
shopping.
Hmm?
In the morning.
Okay. Up to you guys.
We can go shopping.
You have an open bounty on Professor Vasilier.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of
You guys are obviously in no shape to hunt him down tonight.
No.
Yeah, no,
No.
not.
Just kidding. Go and get creamed.
I can
It's
try.
not a thing.
You can certainly
Doesn't-
try.
We won't necessarily have to fight him, but like if we need
Ideally.
to, this is not the state. We should do it.
I still have heat metal and whole person.
And that whole ring, which would have been really useful on someone who wasn't a dragon.
No, so I used the healing spell out of it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good,
so
good.
it was useful.
Wonderful.
Absolutely useful.
Just saying. I was
Can-
completely like.
Can non-spellcasters use it to cast
Yes.
spells?
Yep.
Anybody in our party can use the ring.
That actually might be. Just saying, that might be really useful.
And
Oh, I
by the
know.
way, you're all spellcasters.
Right. Well, beyond the limited subset of spells that
I mean, if
Yeah.
you wanted to pay your
Yeah,
third.
chip in.
I might actually, honestly.
So add
So
in
you,
game.
you all receive 700 gold.
Mhm.
So 300 and then 400. Yep.
Indeed.
I will put that in the thing.
You guys exit from Clutch Auroras.
Do we need paperwork or anything to get back in
To get back in? No, not
to the city?
Do we need?
Oh, no. To Titan Gate? No.
I assume he gives us paperwork for
Yep,
to register
the
us as
bounty.
bounty hunters
Yeah.
and stuff,
Yeah.
and the bounty.
You are bounty hunters for against Professor Vasilier and Cathorn.
To go by sweet bounty hunter names like Dog.
So we're deputized.
And justice.
As bounty
Justice.
hunters.
It's my
Right.
bounty hunter name. I call it.
Deputized as bounty.
Dog and Justice.
Do you want to send a message to Glitch to join us? Or do
We'd
we
have to get there.
do we need to go past
Like-
do you go past the hotel?
The Steamstruck halls are where you guys are staying. It's all
Yeah.
relatively close.
Oh, okay.
We'll
Yeah.
figure out some way to let him
Then
know.
we pick up Glitch and then go to the bathhouse.
Okay.
You enjoy your time at the bathhouse. I have other business to attend to.
Yeah.
You're
And-
just as dirty as the rest of us.
It will wear off shortly, and then I will be well oiled. Which it sounds like you will be at the bathhouse.
One could only hope.
Oiled and perfumed, I hope.
Alrighty. You start off.
Mhm.
Okay. So you guys pick up Glitch. He's very excited to see you. There's no one else there, right? There's no one
I mean,
else.
he might have had other people there
Yeah,
to
but they'll,
watch the place.
they'll
but-
stay behind and watch
Right.
the place.
Right.
Beverly wandered off.
Yeah, he's on a
He
mission.
had his own thing.
Right.
I'm not forgetting anything. Yeah.
I don't think so.
All right. So you guys pick Glitch up. You guys arrive at the Pink Flamingo. It's very easy to spot. It's on kind of the left side down from the Steamstruck Hall. Your inn that you're staying at, the Tinkling Tinker, is a bit more like Hazzy's. This one's kind of down at the end where the neon lights start to pick up a little bit more.
Yeah.
And more and more men become more prominent in this quarter of the halls.
Oh my God.
A few more elves. Not everyone's an elf. We don't want to code anything here, but a few more androgynous folk, including elves. Some Goliaths, no dwarves, gnomes. They're different spanning, mostly human, but you see a more integrated population in these neon. We'll call it the Neon District, the Rainbow Neon District.
Are there many halflings in the city that we've seen
Yeah,
so far?
there's one or two probably you saw. There's not many though. Not in Fort Mountain Hall. They prefer the hills and the mountains.
That's not too far to get to the Glide anyway. So.
Yeah. There's probably a small halfling community or two in the Draco Sierras. There's probably that the mountains that these are part of. So, and you see a massive, like 17-foot tall, like neon sign, stone worked in with these phosphorus kind of magical plants or whatever they might be, Pink Flamingo carved, and it forms the building.
I wonder if that's it.
It films the building and the legs that are kind of spread. Like the flamingo is basically like it's like thing up and the legs are spread out and the doorway is through the legs of the.
So I'm gonna lean over to Gilly and be like, I think we're gonna be outnumbered here.
I'm okay with that. Are
Which is-
you?
Good Glitch pipes up and goes, "Oh, this is getting interesting."
I thought you might like it.
I'm billowing my cloak right now as I walk down there.
Typical college Friday night for Gilly.
You don't know nothing.
It's all good. That lore bar.
And so there's a boom, a decent amount of thump. It's not but and as you guys enter near the Pink Flamingo, there is someone at the door. Welcome to the Pink Flamingo. An half elvish man with brilliant platinum blonde hair, pretty far down, has these kind of androgynous as most elves are, with these long, brilliant pink nails that are long and quite sharp. Not claws, vampire claws or anything. wearing like a light mesh shirt and leather pants and high heels, and he's like, welcome to the Pink Flamingo. Oh, my liege. Wouldn't expect to see such fine accompaniment here.
I'm sorry.
Well, he's
It
covered
came highly
in blood.
recommended.
I did.
You do look a little rough for the wear. He's kind of staring at you a bit more. My
I apologize.
goodness.
We did our best to clean him up on his way
I mean,
over,
there are
but-
dry bits. There's no way
I-
prestidigitation.
I know.
No, we tried.
You better order the deluxe pack.
Yes,
How much
the
would
best
that be?
Is that the one with the undercarriage wash?
It'll have to be on there. The psychic claw reaches out. Let's say, an elvish discount, 5 gold each.
Very well.
That'll
Does that
include-
seem like an actual discount to you?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, you normally 10 gold each.
I'll give him 6.
Oh, thank you. So
What's included in the deluxe? If you
Ah,
mind my asking.
massage, restoratives, food, drinks, and a little bit of elixir.
Ooh,
Ooh.
sounds quite nice.
Yes. So,
Do we want to explore any other packages or anything? Or does that sound good?
Is this the best
No.
package?
this is
that
the
you-
absolute best. 5 gold. 10 gold is absurd. 5
Well,
gold is very.
I was just making sure.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've gone to a bathhouse, I think,
I
right?
think so. Yeah. In this
In
game.
this game.
I love how it's a D&D thing.
I
now.
know.
I like how I have the gay bathhouse.
Fancy gay bathhouse.
This is like a really ritzy, fancy gay bathhouse.
Yeah.
So, and this is not like
It's always the
not
best
like
ones.
it's a bit more like a nightclub bathhouse. Like yeah, it's a bit more.
I was
It's
just
not
saying,
what's that
on a
place in
scale
Chicago
of-
called? Let's
on
talk
a-
about bathhouses on screen.
On a scale of normal to what color your face is right now, what is Selena's
Yeah,
blush rating?
he's asking names. Your name, Miss. My goodness, you are stunning.
You made her blush in real life.
This is
The ladies must just love it.
Depends on the day. Selena.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
And yours.
Gilly.
Gilly, it's a pleasure to meet you. I am your maitre d' master of ceremonies, Archibald. It's a pleasure to meet each and every one of you.
And this is Glitch.
Oh, yes.
I know.
Yes, hi, Glitch. Sorry. Yes, NPC. Yes, NPC.
Notice me sometimes.
Nice establishment you got there. Yes. Well then, 5 gold each, and on you go.
Is Glitch uncomfortable?
No, he's very comfortable.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
I had a feeling.
Glitch will hook up. Alright. So you guys enter, and the light kind of seems to be this place is divided. There's kind of like the more like there's a cocktail. This is like an all-encompassing super gay bar. Like there's like there's the you enter. You could go like you can check in at the counter, disrobe, get your locker room, that kind of thing. There's a cocktail lounge. There are a lot of scantily clad folk, a few naked folk.
How dirty can my mantle get?
No, your mantle is pristine always. It's an artifact.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
No blood on that.
So, what do you wish to do?
Clean up.
Okay.
Get the deluxe wash.
Yeah.
Are there
Make a
any?
wash first.
Are they all private rooms, or is it like public?
You guys paid for like the upscale, so you can have like semi-private. Yep. Basically, we'll say 3 to 4 people to a private room. We'll say. You guys, glitch plus glitch. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've got 4. Yeah.
So you guys can have it, and you're of course open to the more the public setting where people are doing things, and there's the
Trying
kind
to
of
keep it PG.
yeah the water bar,
The internet.
the water bar, and
Water's a bit,
Drinks, food, rest.
water's a bit cloudy.
it's very clean. It's
today.
kept magically
Magically
pristine.
clean.
Much chlorine.
So this is probably the cleanest my clothes have been since I met you guys.
Probably.
Probably.
Because they're gonna launder them too, right?
Yep,
Yeah?
clean, full service,
yeah.
it's awesome. So you guys just settle into a private room and get to chatting? Is that the idea here? After
At
wandering?
least to start.
Felicia's gonna wander a bit when eventually, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably just stay to the
I
private
mean,
room and
Right.
But is he? We'll have a conversation
Yeah.
about that.
So we will close that scene for now as you guys settle in and you guys just robe, quote unquote, you're not all naked. Oh, whoever's naked wants to be. And, yeah.
Gilly's
and you
naked.
settle in, okay, Gilly's naked, Glitch is naked, and you two probably remain half clothed and get into the private 4-person bath.
It depends on how deep the blood settled into the clothing.
The clothing is soaked.
Yeah.
yeah, no.
Take
All
it
of
all
it's
off.
going
Okay.
to launder.
Clean it all.
All of it's going
So
to
everyone's
launder.
naked and they're just like, time to bathe!
Yep.
Whatever.
Yep, yeah, no reimbursement. Alright.
I was a medical professional.
Major
I said it
armor.
all.
That's true. And for the military.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys soak in, you can feel the almost immediate relief of this beautiful pink, bubbly water that is well scented and beautiful in this nice little
Yes.
white, not alabaster, but white, this kind of pale white stone that is in the Draco Sierra. It's not quite the alabaster white of Mercilia, but this kind of pale white stone. And you guys sit there and soak in, and people bring you drinks and fruit plates and whatever you really want. And we will stop that for now.
Yep.
As that is happening, what are you doing, my good friend?
Hopefully he doesn't need me.
Well, I would
Right. He
I would be
best.
trying to seek out Grandmaster Wind at first, so maybe loiter in the. It's late, I understand it, so I would first check out like the main room where I'd encountered him before when he was disguised as a gnome.
Mm-hmm. You walk in, like you kind of, you don't tail them quite yet, but you wait a while, and then you can see them. You're way back. You can see them strolling off towards the Pink Flamingo, and you just like you center yourself and you enter into the bar. The inn is mostly, there's like there should be like the night desk person, but they're not there, and they're that lonely, creepy gnome sits in the bar waiting for you, in the tavern, waiting for you in the table of the Tinkling Tinkerer.
I will go sit down at the table.
How's it going?
Well,
The preparations.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, you have successfully slayed one of your quarries.
indeed.
Is it the most precious and dangerous of game that has fallen tonight.
If by that you mean the vampire, then yes.
You lack poetry. But what you lack in poetry, you make up for in deadliness.
That's what my father always told me.
So, you now must go to the site where you destroyed her and bind your soul to your vestments. Bind her soul to your vestments.
Well, I know how to do that innately.
You'll figure it out.
And the remaining 2 quarry.
Fate moves in interesting ways. Your hands that change the tide of destiny have altered things irrevocably. For now. Time is constant, but it is also relative. You may choose to kill them, for you are a living weapon and an instrument of change. But they are no longer your enemies, are they?
Not for now.
It is up to you. It is entirely your choice what to do with them. But if I may be so bold, as your Grandmaster, I think you'll let them live.
They could prove to be useful allies in the future.
Professor Wilhelm, you'd likely kill at the drop of a hat. But Dominus Epsilon, this champion, he would have to do something far more egregious.
Indeed.
Because while you pretend to have the cold exterior of a heartless killer, you have a soft spot for those who look like you.
We have suffered enough.
The suffering has only begun.
I seek to change that.
Revolutions are violent business. At the end of this, I would predict you won't even recognize yourself.
If that's what it takes.
It'll take all of that and even more if you want even half of what you wish to accomplish. Make no mistake, for as dangerous as you are, and for as capable as I am, power of the Kashari ruling class dwarfs us even more. It will take everything and more when they unleash hell onto the prime material plane.
Do I know anything about that?
No.
Okay.
That's enough for now. That is enough of a history lesson. Go. Return to the manse and become stronger.
Thank you, Grandmaster. Your counsel is, as always, appreciated.
Move quickly.
And you. Would you like to roll stealth?
Of course. Every time I leave him, I don't want him to be disappointed in me. 24.
Nice, you do a pretty good job. Yeah, you ghost.
Or 25, actually. 25, yeah.
So you dart off and away.
I actually test that with different voices I'm going to do. I'll do it in the car on the way to work. How long can I do this? Does it get painful?
Yeah, brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did I make such a long-winded Grandmaster?
You done good.
Name
Yeah.
Grandmaster win.
Hey! I busted out what I was doing.
He's kind of short-winded.
Yeah, he is. All
You're on
right.
night.
So you just... what are
Not
you
my
doing?
choice.
Sorry, I should ask. What are you doing?
I will try to stealthily make my way to the manse. I'm sure that it's under some kind of watch now, but I'm assuming that if I get... my plan is if I somehow get caught, that I can just play it off as... You know what? If it's under, Warforged guard, I would use the disguise stealth thing to make myself look like a town guard, maybe?
You need more
If it
now?
came to that.
I'm good.
So, I'm going to try to make my way in unseen if possible.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth as you get closer to Jeffron Avenue. You do see there's some guards. There's some presence.
23.
Oh, that doesn't count as an unintentional.
23?
Yep.
Okay. So, as you approach you're like... You land behind the guards. There's a couple guards stationed out. There's maybe we'll say 2 in plain eyesight, and you are able to avoid detection.
And I can cast Pass Without a Trace if it seems clustered or whatnot. Yeah, and I'm gonna try to make my way down into.
So you're standing at the entrance, the door entrance outside the mansion, past the gate. So you're in the quiet area. There's a guard, big 10, 15 feet from you, with his back to you right now, looking around the ground.
I'm gonna use. Do I look like I can get past him without
Remember, the door was creaky and there was it was echoey and all those things. Remember, it's eerily quiet otherwise here inside here. When you're like right next to the door in the entrance kind of thing. The door's closed. He's looking out towards Jeffron Avenue.
I'll cast Silence. And then I'm going to open the door.
You cast Silence and you notice there's very little difference in the immediate change, whereas before when you cast it in Bridgeton, it was almost like oh.
Right.
So the Silence falls over the Silence, and go ahead and roll Dexterity plus Proficiency. Thieves' Tool, basically, actually.
Nat 20.
Okay, you go ahead, you just slip in there, because they wouldn't have relocked it, but still you slip in there, shut it, and drop the Silence spell?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Don't want to make anything suspicious.
Silence spell drops, and you're back in the foyer. And you turn around, and the Iron Cobra and the animated armor.
Oh.
What do you do?
I'm going to make myself look like Epsilon.
As you... They go dormant.
Oh. Nice.
That could have been bad.
Oh.
Alright. I'm going to stealthily still make my way past the foyer.
Roll stealth. You can hear different footsteps. People aren't hiding. They are walking around and keeping guard.
24.
They can't see through the illusion. That's cool.
Even if I'm
No, yeah, they can't.
That's awesome.
It's animated armor and like a CR port. Yeah. Anyway, so you dart around a guard that's like in the kitchen near the crypt entrance. Mm-hmm. You like throw a biscuit to make sure he moves, and you dart past him. He doesn't see you.
Yourself.
Even with a 19 on the dice, he doesn't see you. You got a 23, right?
I rolled a 24. I rolled an 18.
Yeah, he got a 22 total. So. Yep. So he looks around. It doesn't seem. You dive into the crypt. Doesn't seem to be much of a presence. They just seem to be in a bit of a holding pattern right now. These Warforged guards who clutch Auroras. You stand before the blood pool in the crypt. You were heading down to the crypt, right?
Of course.
Yeah. It's looks to be heated, but it's probably cooling at this point. Been an hour or two.
Check the pH.
We're not home.
They're their own like spa. I'm at mine. Just
yeah. Okay, that's actually kind of true. I love it. The parallels. Holy shit.
Yeah. Set it into
Look at us running
the blood.
Look at us writing the story.
Yeah. It's like some parallels there.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Wonderful.
Oh no.
Right. So, does it dawn on me what to do?
Literal bloodbath.
I'll go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Saving throw?
Yeah.
Okay. 12.
You sit there and try to meditate, and you say to yourself, you're like, well, she died down there. It wasn't going anywhere. Better get in there.
Yep. Okay.
So you...
Yeah. And it's been with less than 8 hours, so I'm still super fast.
Yeah. You just...
Like a...
Swim on down there.
Greased up pig.
Swimming through jello.
With the freedom of movement spell encapsulating your form.
Like a porpoise.
Blood or jello. They both sound so disgusting and pervasive.
Oh, this place is gonna reek in like a few days.
I think I'd rather take a bath in jello than blood.
So, you are now in front of what remains of the stone base of this coffin that's like been completely, and there's rubble all around. You could feel the what was once warm blood that you're passing through. The closer you get to this coffin, a dead, cold chill surrounds you in the darkness, in this blood. If you breathe, you'd be, breathing in blood or whatever, or trying to hold your breath, but you don't. You are a living, unbreathing creature. You sit there. What do you wish to do?
I'm going to sit at in the ruins of the coffin, like in the lotus position. Okay. Just kind of...
Go ahead and roll wisdom plus proficiency.
Nat 20.
No, you're lying. Oh my god!
I haven't rolled a nat 20 in like days.
Holy!
I rolled 2 in like a 10 minutes. I couldn't do it on any attack rolls, but I do it on this. It's great.
That is the die that always screws with us when you're DMing. So.
It does. Yeah.
All right.
It's the worst.
Well, this is a thing that happened.
It is
Just
the
center
worst.
my key
God.
in the blood pool. So I'm floating in the lotus position 60 feet down in blood.
Ew.
So you're down there in the cold darkness and you center yourself. You hear lots of things, whispers and memories. You think back to the memories that you've collected since having had Modify Memory and Gaius removed from yourself. And you see the time that you trained in that island with those turtles and that Neogi master, which you're still not sure what to make of that memory. You don't remember that, and it almost seems comical. It seems, I mean, turtles exist in this world, but you certainly didn't train under them, except for there you are, you did. And then you remember being found, and remember the time you trained with Grandmaster Wind, and meeting them, and meeting the Shadow Monks high in the peaks of the Elementine Mountains in the northern part. You think back to a time in a lonely kitchen where you met the cook, the head cook of the Baron of Thurmond Way, and what you did there. I suppose you hear a voice. You place yourself in this kitchen, or like in your memory palace. And Lady Katia is sitting across from you in this kind of crazed scene where this baron lays dead and this unconscious cook. I suppose you and I aren't so different. He smiles. You know she wasn't there, but she's now sitting there in your memory palace. She gestures over to the dead body.
We are in that. Well, I think you would find a cold, hard stone at the center of both of us.
Didn't expect to see all this. Well, nothing I can do now.
You can help me in my endeavors.
What are those endeavors?
Freeing my people.
I'm not interested in that.
I don't think that you have much of a choice.
No. But what if I did?
I saw what you did to my kind. I will use you as a tool. Take your essence. You will be ended, and the world will forget that Lady Acatia ever existed. That is justice.
Didn't you see her reach for a knife in this memory palace?
I'm gonna like zip zap dagger through her hand. I'm gonna like knife hand into her chest if I can.
And as your hand drives in, her body just shrivels into a dark cloud. And that dark cloud absorbs into your form. You look down at the body of the Baron of Thurmond Way. You look over to the cook, whose name you never even learned. You wake up in the blood with the soul of the vampire. I'll add it to your character sheet, I guess, or you can go into feats and add it. It's in there under homebrew and stuff.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't know how this all works.
It's all good.
D&D Beyond.
Is it? Yeah, you guys can access stuff I've made, right?
Yeah, we should be able to.
If you poke around in there.
Kind of...
So, huh? What?
It gets weird with homebrew sometimes.
Yeah,
So,
I'll figure it out later.
Without even seeing the feat, I just, for thematic sake, once I extract myself from the blood and I leave, I will turn into a bat. And I'm
Using your cloak of the bat?
Yeah. And then I will fly out.
won't say what it does on stream because it'll be funner to reveal it.
I'm gonna look it up.
Get
while you
shot
guys-
by guards who are looking for
Excited.
Let me
vampires.
know if you can find it.
I will.
All right, that was awesome. Thank you. Let me switch to the gay bathhouse music. It's literally just the Morgan playlist. That's the funny thing.
I mean,
Morgan
we're not.
playlist, gay bathhouses. Sounds about the same.
So you guys are sitting there soaking. Is there anything you wish to talk about or do?
No, just relax, meditate somewhat, get
Okay.
my rest on.
Make sure everything from here down is below the pink bubbles.
Yep.
So,
Soap titties, just like.
should somebody show up, do you want to be found or not?
What? What are you talking about?
What I messaged you about before.
Okay. He'll make his move if he wants to.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just asking because
Do you care to share with the class?
The confessor has the hots for me.
Oh, but who doesn't? Bless his poor little gish heart.
Yeah.
Confessor. I mean, you could do better.
I know
Of
I can
course.
do better.
Yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with dating outside your race.
It's not necessarily about race, it's more about he's a gish.
Oh, okay.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
But at the same time, did he have any control over those circumstances?
Being a gish.
I mean, it's
Aligning himself with the people that murdered my entire race.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying,
You can't help who you're born to.
yeah,
Sure.
that.
But you're at least doing something to fight against it, not joining the government. And
I just hope you're less disappointed in people you meet in your future.
we'll see in time.
Do they
Anyway.
have like a salon here as well?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Ooh.
It's gay bathhouse. What gay bathhouse doesn't have a salon down?
I don't know if it'd be open at midnight, but we could say it is.
Gay bathhouse.
Because this is Gashari.
There's no sun to set anyway.
That's true. It's an all-night town over here.
No,
Midnight hair salons. Let's do it.
I'm the only one that has to sleep anyways. So as long as
true.
I don't mind
That's-
a point of exhaustion.
I mean, that's.
So what's the food and drink they bring us?
Meat, cheeses, olives, probably chocolate, of course, champagne. Mm-hmm.
Any interesting recipes that I might want to?
No,
See if
I
I
would
could
say
find-
that the most interesting thing you need to get your hands on is whatever they're doing down there. That's my opinion.
Whatever they're doing down.
In the
Where?
Warrens.
Oh, in the
Yeah,
one.
mushroom stuff.
That okay. Oh goodness.
You gonna start cooking?
Alexis wants our characters to have some fun. Gilly is like, oh, don't know.
This is the real world.
Yeah, I know.
So, like, not to be a paranoid player, but anything around us that would make me, besides Selena potentially just being uncomfortable with other people, surrounded by other people.
Naked.
That's not even it. Just surrounded by other, like, I don't have any of my weapons on me. I kept a ring. I have some magic. Like, that's it. So just anything that I would perceive as dangerous and or otherwise.
Well, perception.
Okay. Nope.
Yeah.
16.
Okay, yeah, everything seems safe in here, and the water is very comforting. Did you find that thing?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Is it a feat you said?
Did you
It's a feat,
refresh?
yeah.
Yeah. No, it doesn't show up.
Okay, I'll add it.
I had to refresh when he added a thing for me.
Oh, I didn't add it. I thought you could find. Ugh. So yeah, everything seems fine. The water is actually restorative. Are any of you still hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
roll a d10. You gain that many hit points.
but I don't regain
Oh.
what I can't gain, right?
Right. Yeah, that takes a long rest. Yeah.
That's what. Okay.
You regain 1d10 hit points from the elixir. That's your soaking in after an hour. Sorry, buddy.
No, do your own thing. This is sidebar stuff. It's all good. Take your time.
Okay. And I will drink with the rest of them.
Alright. Nothing else anyone wants to do or say?
I mean, does the confessor show up at Owl ever? Looking for civilians?
Finish up his paperwork.
Yeah.
No, he never shows up.
That's okay. I was just curious.
But I think Glitch and I might peruse.
Do you not have the actor feed on your character?
I should.
He
I love
totally missed what I said.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
It's okay, I'll wait.
Let's do my thing after. Yeah.
I can do both.
Okay.
I said I think Glitch and I peruse.
Okay. Roll for peruse.
Okay.
Roll
So, deception.
That's really funny.
Natural 20!
Glitch rolled a 19.
Oh my god, you guys
What are you
taking home.
perusing for and how many?
One or two.
Okay.
And just, something in both our ranges.
Sure. Just like a private room.
Or back at the suite, whatever,
Okay.
doesn't matter.
Alrighty, that's a thing that happens. You can-
I'm sharing a room with you.
No, you're sharing a room by yourself. I went into Glitch's room, remember?
We'll say the
Yeah.
commiserating happens at the bathhouse and then
That's
you
fair.
part ways. That's probably pro form. I've actually never been to a bathhouse
That's
myself.
probably
but-
the best.
There aren't very many bathhouses in.
There's one in
Northern,
Chicago called
you know.
Steamworks. I don't know how to know that information.
I don't know. I've never been to a bathhouse, guys.
None of us have, but
But if there was one that I may
No.
know
If
about.
I were to have gone to one, it would be
I
this
found it.
one.
I added it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I was deciding if I was gonna cut my hair and make it fun colors. I think I've decided it was a poor choice.
You should do it.
Do it. Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
This is what they call
Do
peer
it.
pressure.
This is what they call.
You want to do
progression.
some drugs?
Yeah.
Oh, and
Well,
if you
what's
need
the-
help
what's the
deciding a
elixir?
color, we could roll different dice of different colors, and
Yeah.
whichever one has the highest number is the color you go with.
Everyone calm down.
No, I'm excited.
You asked what is the elixir? What are we talking about?
So
Oh,
he
yeah.
specifically said.
It
like,
gave you a D10
this-
hit points.
Oh, so the elixir is the bath water.
It's
What's
in the
bath?
bath water. It's that special upgrade. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the uppity version of the mushrooms.
No,
That's what I
no.
was asking.
Oh, no. It's like
Yeah.
poured in. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
like beautiful, people come in, they pour, and you guys gain back 1d10 hit points.
Okay.
I would drink her bath water.
I thought it was like fancy spiked champagne.
No,
that was
there is
somehow-
nice
Some
champagne, but yeah, no, the
absinthe.
elixir is poured into your bath water, and you guys are gain 1d10 hit points. Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah, no, then there's nothing to alter Selena's perception of reality enough to do something that crazy at this point in time.
That can be arranged.
Yeah.
Just ask your valet. Okay, just checking.
I'm not gonna go looking for drugs in this game yet.
All right. So we will say after a crazy night, you guys all stumble back in, very well rested and clean. And once you finish the extended
Relaxed.
rest, you gain back all your hit points,
Oh,
guys.
good.
Extended rest. You return to night. Read that.
Yep.
You got that?
Got it.
All right.
I don't see how to add a second feat. Like, the only way I'm finding it is going to where I have access to the actor feat and then just
It should be
changing.
added to your character sheet.
Oh, it's nice to have.
I'm
those
going to write
30
this
hit
down
points
just
back.
in case. I'm going to snip it and then I will see if I can refresh. Yeah, getting back.
Did you get down to 22?
22 max.
That's lovely.
I'm at 38 max. Like, you're only a little squishy.
I went from 52 to 22.
At least you had him. Imagine if they
yours on your
got
dice
me.
priority.
No, I know, I know.
I made it in the
8 hit
campaign.
points?
Yeah, he's in the campaign.
It would have been bad.
Yes.
I'm going to change
Oh,
it back.
we're going
It's
after...
all good. We can deal with it after. I'm not worried.
So are we concerned that we need something with radiant in it, by the way?
I mean, it's
Never
So
really a
cool,
bad
okay.
idea to have. I'm going to charge my wand back up. And get all the
Okay,
ammo
now it's
out.
there. Sorry, I was on your old justice. He's
Thank
still
you.
around. Now it's
Thank
there.
you.
Sorry.
Don't worry
Yeah,
about
I can do both.
4 charges.
I want to do
now.
both. I want you to see it.
I'll be waiting in the lobby when they come carousing in.
Okay, so they all stumble in. Some of them are drunk. They're all very well cleaned. This is the middle of them. Oh, you mean in the morning?
Yeah.
No, they parted ways with their
Yeah. Mhm.
confidants. This is
Yep.
in the morning.
I'll be down there in the morning. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Just meditating.
Just calmly watching the comings
Oh
and
yeah,
goings.
I came in at like 2 in the morning and I sleep until like 10. Sleep forever.
Okay. So you guys begin to gather. You get a nice breakfast of meats and bread and perhaps a porridge and fruit.
Mhm. Taste of bread. Sorry, Smeagol. I was quoting Smeagol.
Yeah.
Apologies.
It's fine. We have a good time.
No, it's not allowed.
Oh,
Glorious.
So, we're gonna enhance some abilities.
Did you enjoy yourselves?
Yes, it was a very delightful bathhouse.
It
You
was
should
a
go sometime.
lovely evening.
You'd enjoy it.
You all seem.
It would be quite a study for you, being able to sit between all those people.
I do enjoy what is the term people watching. It helps.
They were also quite pretty, all of them.
It would be a good place to people watch. You should
Quite attractive bunch.
You'll have to help me understand what quantifies as attractive. It might help for future missions.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
go. I stand up and billow my cloak and.
I
switch
mean,
my
of
hair.
course, then there's this too.
So, it depends on who you ask.
Are flamboyance and attractiveness synonymous?
No.
Okay.
Depends on who you ask.
No.
I do understand the moral need for such I don't know what you would call it, activities. So I'm glad that you guys feel better. My endeavor last night was also successful. I think that we will find that I'm able to be more useful to the group in the future.
Excellent.
You didn't get like charmed by one of them vampires or something, did you? Just checking.
I feel to be myself.
Okay.
I think that we can rest assured that Lady Katya will never trouble us again.
I should hope not.
I would have put a healing word back into the ring before I went to bed.
You're like drunk. You're like.
Yep.
This is good. Roll the percentage. Is it healing word? Is it fireball? No.
Yep.
Glorious.
Just like that.
Yep.
Amazing. Oh, wonderful.
So, do we want to attempt to track down Professor Vasilier?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I wonder if we should check in with the town guard if he tried to report into the carriage house last night, or if he is now on the lam.
We could check into that, yes.
That would be a good place to start.
Does he have an object from one of us?
That we've given him, that we would be familiar with?
Yeah.
What about the flicker?
We'd be familiar with the flicker, right?
There's also letters that you guys hand in that you
Exactly.
handcrafted and you poured your heart and
That's
souls
right.
into.
Other
Yeah.
things like that.
That Selena helped at least one of you, right? So.
Do you have some method of tracking him down?
Well, if he's within 1,000 feet of me, so quarter mile. Give or take a little bit, maybe.
Close enough. 1,320 feet would be a quarter mile.
Thank you for that math. I'm not doing math that well this morning. That's for certain.
Do we need to draw that out on the map so we can see at least?
Should we?
But I think
Divide that
hang
number
on.
by 5.
I know.
If you don't hit me too hard while I'm doing this, I should be able to keep it up for 10 minutes at a time.
How many times can you do it? Or are you willing to do it?
Oh. Promise not to need too many other things. 3.
Maybe we start by checking to see if he has tried to get into the carriage house.
Yeah, no, but this would
And
be like
from
we
there-
think he's in a general area. Let's
Yep.
check.
Yep. And then after that,
It's only if he has the flicker on him, but you didn't sense the flicker in the room.
The
yeah?
flicker- There might
No,
be in
there's
Kathunk,
minimal
though.
magic within the workshop.
Whoa.
But if he's infused it into Kathunk or infused it into himself, he did use part of it to make the sword, so.
Yeah, fair enough.
There's no saying that Cthulhu still has the letters, but those are also another. I think the flicker is likely the more fruitful object.
Yeah, it's most likely more powerful.
Okay, you lead the way. I will.
Do we want to head to the Warrens if that seems if we were going to go underground?
Yeah. I'd also like to make a quick stop at
yes,
Oh
and
yeah.
are we or are we not going to check to see if he checked in first?
yeah, we should.
We can do that at the same time, yes.
Okay.
If we have multiple things that we need done,
Because if he hasn't checked in, then I do agree the Warrens is probably where he
Correct.
went.
Is our next path.
of course.
Right.
Maybe we get whatever shopping out of the way and then head to check-in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will follow you.
Perfect.
Where did you need to go?
I would like to go to a magic item shop around.
I will follow you.
And we can even.
Here we go.
What shop would you like to go to? There is. Hold on. Oh, hello, sailor. Hello, sailor. What did I do?
There isn't a pool of blood too deep.
There is. There is Incredible Curios, which you guys have already been to. There's Coggles Cogworks, and there's Unyielding Hides, and there's the Magnificent Magus. The Unyielding Hides has like things that are made out of other creatures.
I will go to that one.
Is there anyone else who would like to go any other shops? Do you want to do this shop by shop, guys?
I'll just
Real
go
quick.
with him to that one. I'm fine.
Yeah, I think
I don't currently do anything.
I'm not buying
Where are you
anything.
going to be, Selena?
I'm following the group, waiting for
Yeah.
them to tell me to turn on my.
Holding their bags,
Okay.
looking at the windows board,
Yeah, I'm
like
the,
in a
I'm
mall.
the boring boyfriend right now.
Yeah.
I've found the seating area. I'm flipping through my phone.
I'm interested in making myself more potent. I would be looking for maybe like bracers of defense or anything similar.
Okay. All right, so let's go to Unyielding Hides first.
Of course.
So, Unyielding Hides is a nice shop owned by a human Gish who has kind of white, wispy hair that's rather full. He's tall, athletic. Not tall. 5'9". He's a little on the shorter side, average-ish. White, wispy hair, dark leathers, well equipped, and he sits behind the counter of this small shop, and he has a few items. And he has like a tanning rack over there, and there's like a young assistant he has, and welcome to Unyielding Hides. How can I help you?
I'm looking for a relatively specific item.
You are.
It's a cloak that kind of shifts around. I don't know if you have one of those or know where I may find one in town somewhere.
Oh! A displacer cloak?
I believe so.
So, that'll be. You guys can talk about it later. About 1,500 gold. You imagine he's probably still a person. So about 1,500 gold for that.
Oh. It's a little bit steep.
I mean, these are pretty hard to come by.
That's true. 1,400?
Roll persuasion.
Nope.
Oh.
Total?
Hold on, let me look at my persuasion. 8?
1,500's gonna have to do.
Alright.
I don't want to get.
Yeah. Alright, so I'll buy it for 1,500.
All right. We've also got some armor of resistance. Winged boots. Got these from a dwarf. And these bracers of defense.
Wait, do the winged boots...
I've got an extra pair if you need them.
Oh, okay.
Wow, really?
It's a long story.
Oh, did you
They
get?
don't require
Do you-
treatment, though.
I'm pretty sure they do.
They
Oh,
do
you do?
require
Oh,
two
Did you
men
get
to it.
yours from a crazy dwarf talking nonsense?
Dwarf and hair about to here carrying a powder keg?
Yeah, that's the one.
We ran into him. I was
Wow.
so afraid he was gonna blow us up as he ran past us.
I've never met a dwarf before. He came in talking all this crazy nonsense, sold me his boots, got them for a pretty good price.
It's an
I think
interesting
he
fellow,
was-
to say the least.
Was he running around the town barefoot?
Yes,
He was pretty distressed.
Yeah, barefoot.
that makes sense.
You didn't manage to sell him a pair of shoes?
I mean, no.
How much for the bracers of defense?
1,500 gold.
Matt, outside again, would that work in effect with the other AC math that I have?
You bracers of defense apply a bonus, and bonuses stack unless they're from something from the same name.
Perfect.
And do you buy
Alright,
magic
that's
items as well?
What?
Do you buy magic items as well?
I don't do a whole lot of buying. I did buy these boots. What are you trying to sell me, bud?
Helm of or a circlet of intellect.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
I mean, okay. I mean, we've done a little business, and you are traveling with some interesting people. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna pay for that as much as old Magus would.
Well, then I might pay him a visit then.
Yeah, Algus. Yeah, you can go, Mr. Cromwell, whatever they call him, over there.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Does that need attunement?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyone
would
want
like it,
anything
though.
else? Did you want those bracers?
Yes, please.
All right.
Do you have anything that lets you to attune to more than...
No,
Not unless you're.
No, equipping and using powerful magic items is pretty taxing. I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
There are rumors of certain things, but I've never encountered them.
You know, we are now collectively spending a fair amount of money. Would you be willing to give any type of discount for said bracers?
I mean, roll persuasion.
Not one. Fuck. It's all good.
No, 1,500 sounds about right.
Indeed, it does. And I'll give them 1,500. That's really funny. And that 20 is all over the place. And then
Can I help any of the rest of you?
That's really
I'm
funny.
not shopping. I just didn't. I was
Oh, you can...
maybe gonna help you guys haggle, but I don't want to
Shop
get into your
boss.
scene.
Good to see. Good to see a man from the college. And he shakes your hand.
It's interesting. He recognizes.
Served. He says, I served 45 years in the college.
Like, what do I
Got me
make
from
of
the
this?
age of 15.
Okay. Like, sizing this guy up, because I honestly didn't quite hear your description. You said athletic.
Slight of build, athletic, old, probably 60. You guys thought he was 50. He's 60 human.
I'll say in Thieves' Cant, at which one did you serve? Like, or at what house or House of Whispers? Like, with
College
you
of
have
Whispers, yeah.
College of Whispers. Would there be any specific bases that you would have served out of? Like, you know, like, oh, there's the what would you call
I've traveled all over, he replies in Thieves' Camp.
it? Like, interesting. I have never met a retired member.
Oh, we exist. Not many of us, but we exist. I put in my 25 years and then some.
What is your name? And I'll say that out loud.
My name is Jorvik.
I'm Justice. And I
Pleasure
will
to
shake
meet
his
you.
hand, yeah. Have you heard?
Huh?
Oh, I was gonna say, have you heard of any whisper activity within the city as of late?
Nah, it's all quiet around here. There's some kerfuffle over in Jeffron Avenue, but no, it's been a quiet. Fort Mountain Hall's pretty calm. That's why I retired here.
Understood. That is all that I needed, unless you have a replacement oil of slipperiness.
I wish I did. Those things are awesome.
Do you know where I might acquire one within the city?
You could try Algus over there at the Magnificent Magus, or actually, for more technical stuff, you could try Coggle's Cogworks. He's got all sorts of crazy instruments.
Understood.
You get his assistant is a Warforged, so maybe. I mean,
We will have
Yeah.
to stop by.
yeah.
I like this guy's roleplay. It's fun.
He's a retired guy living fat on a pension, you know? He's just chilling. Makes some leather, gets enchanted, sells it for a ridiculous profit.
Did he say the first bit about the college?
No, Steve's can't.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to check.
Yeah. So we were like talking about shit,
Yep.
and then yeah.
And I said, that's a really long handshake there.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you could all
It's
just...
probably
I mean,
just
just leave my
justice.
shop.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, have a nice day, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
You too.
Would you like to stop at the... You guys have been to Incredible Curious. Coggle's Cogworks or the Magus shop? Where would you like to go?
I mean, so I'm gonna sell my headband if any of you want it. You're welcome to it.
I have one. Thank you.
Justice, Selena.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
I mean, we've got quite a few objects between us at the moment.
True.
So I've got extra winged boots. You've got a headband of intellect. But we've got enhanced abilities, so that might make up for you not having that attuned. You could sell it.
Mm-hmm.
Get what you need.
Yeah, I'll be fine. So yeah, I'll head over to Magnus to try to sell it for some extra cash.
The Magnificent Magus, okay? Where would you like to go?
I'll just go along with the group. I'm not going to splinter off.
Alright. A human-ish mage by the name of Algus has, short, very well-groomed silver hair. Looks a well-earned 80 years old. Tall in stature, still no curvature of the spine or shrinking. He wears red and gold robes and has a gold staff in these. And he sees you. Welcome to the Magnificent Magus.
I've heard much about you.
Don't touch anything. Let me know if you require any explanations.
I am looking to sell a magic item. If you're looking to buy.
Terrific. You and I have that in common.
Are you looking to buy?
What do you got?
I have the Circlet of Intellect.
Oh, God. I mean... how much you want for it?
How much are you willing to pay?
200 gold.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't sell it, I walk out.
Whoa!
I've got a broom of flying. See, I walk away. I got a really good staff. No, not really.
What do you mean a broom of flying?
Points to a broom.
Um,
I got a robe of useful items. I got a brooch of shielding. I got a staff of defense. Points to a beautiful glass wizard staff.
Brooch
high.
of shielding.
How does that work?
Is that attunement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And is the not the staff? What was the other thing you mentioned?
Broom of flying, robe of useful items.
The robe isn't though, right?
no, the robe is like the.
How much did the robe go for?
1,700 gold.
Really?
These prices are significantly jacked from what Maze's shop was, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like significantly.
Some of them are lower, but yes. Mm-hmm.
And what would I normally expect for something like a robe of useful items?
Roll intelligence.
Okay.
Just straight intelligence.
That's what I should have done. So, does this guy seem well traveled? Like he comes across some weird
It's a natural
He's
20, but it's cocked.
He looks powerful and he looks well traveled. Like there's no like armaments or guards like that you've seen perhaps at the other shop. He just like is sitting there in his staff. He's like reading over. Yes.
21.
So what was the question? Sorry.
How much would I normally expect a robe of useful items?
Maybe closer to 1,300 if you can get a good deal. They're really expensive.
Okay, I just wanted to see how much I was being gouged.
Yeah, not crazy amounts, but yeah.
I mean, it would be nice to get it here, but I'm really not in any kind of a rush. Is there any way that you could sweeten that deal?
Persuasion?
Can I chime in to try to help?
Yeah,
And I'll
go
say, and I do believe that I saw Mesa was carrying one of those.
Yes, the last time we talked to her, she did
That's
let
okay.
us know that we could...
He looks over at you.
Does that add?
It does. It's
Hey!
advantage. That's definitely advantage.
Persuasion, you say?
Yeah.
26!
All right, I'll give it to you for 1,300.
Nice. Matt made a boo-boo. Didn't realize that the bracers of defense required attunement.
You don't want to buy them?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Sorry, I would have known that
That's okay.
on the roll. The compendium thing
Shopping
didn't
is
tell
for
me
fun.
that.
It's fine.
Wait, I forgot I gave you 500 gold back. I don't know if I have 1,300 gold right now.
I would loan you gold
Yeah?
if you needed it. That's fine.
Cool. I had to open up my thing. I'm not sure how much
We
I
didn't
had
actually
exactly.
do a thing, so if you
Okay.
don't want to pay me back that gold, that's okay.
I do.
Well,
but,
not
but
immediately.
Yes.
Mm,
Okay.
do it.
She'll get you back. Like, it's years later.
We'll figure it
Fucking
out.
Gilly.
Figure it out.
3,000
we'll
Later.
sort it out.
So,
So 13?
So, before we leave this shop,
yeah.
you seem to have a number of oddities and special items here.
Mm-hmm.
You collect them all on your own?
I wouldn't say on my own, but yeah, some of them. I made one or two of them at Staff of Defense. I replaced it eventually, but yeah, that staff got me through a lot of my younger days.
How far'd you go?
Very far. Beyond this dimension.
That's interesting.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, how legal is that?
You can ask him.
Okay.
I'm Algus Cromwell of the Cromwell family. Roll history.
I'm a druid from the backwater. Might be an 8.
You've heard of the Cromwells. They're an old Athenian wizard family that were one of the founding members of the Gish. They don't actually hold any major titles anymore, but they're respected for their magical abilities, and they are home to the... Oh, I don't have my map of Gish. They're home to the university area, and they live there, and they have... There's like 7 of them on the boards of the universities and stuff. They're old magic family.
So, I'm looking for a few items,
Sure.
and I would always welcome an extra pair of eyes.
Yeah.
You're probably more familiar with these items than I am,
Sure.
but if I remember right, and you'll have to forgive me, I've not studied. Minus these fine folk, I don't travel in sophisticated circles.
Mm-hmm.
Cromwells are from Athadia, right?
Originally, but we were one of the founding members after the schism of the Republic. We were one of the founding members of the Republic after the schism.
So you might be familiar with a piece of Tempest.
Of the ever-living Tempest.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Spark of Oron. Yeah, they use them to power the whatchamacallit up in Antinia. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can go to Antinia. Mm-hmm.
Well, if you ever find yourself with a spark or a shard or a squirm,
The immortal Tempest. Yeah.
I would definitely be interested.
Sure. What's your name?
Selena,
If I ever find one, I'll send you a message.
that would be lovely. And I wouldn't mind leaving a small finder's fee behind to make it worth your while to look a little harder.
It's really no feat. If I find one, I'll let you know if I hear about one.
Thank
Finding you won't be hard, now that we've talked.
Oh, Lord.
That's so mincing.
Yeah,
Just an old man who runs a shop, guys. Come on.
Game descend upon him. We're bounty hunters.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you said your name was Selena. Great. Well, there's nothing else. You guys can, enjoy the rest of your day. You're not there.
Yeah, we should probably go find him. I think you might
Well,
have
probably just waiting outside
insulted
the shop.
him with your 200 gold.
I mean, it's roughly 20% of the item's usual cost. That's what you sell things for.
Yeah.
I don't think someone of his stature is.
Accustomed to
Usually
being told
is.
no.
Oh,
I know.
sucks when you lost the war, doesn't it? Okay.
He's like the racist old man.
Hey,
that you ran
Beverly,
into.
I need to call in my kill.
Oh no! For one of the Cromwells, let's not.
So, Cogworks last? Or?
Yes.
An old and crotchety gnome does not greet you. Fizzlebert is his name, if you were to inquire. Owns and operates Cogwork. He has these large, ridiculous Coke bottle glasses, bright blue hair with burnt ends, and a Warforged artificer assistant who greets you. Says, welcome to Cogworks. I'm Artemis. If you need anything, please speak to me. Don't speak to my master. He's impertinent and rude. What?
No,
Good to know.
Nothing, master. We have customers. Remember, they support your habits. Oh, yes, we'll deal with them. Pleasure to see one of my own.
Greetings.
Was that something that you were inquiring about? Did you want to?
Do you have any oil of slipperiness?
I suppose I could.
I found mine to be extremely useful.
I do, but I have... Yes, I have oil slippers.
Do you have anything else that might interest a group of intrepid adventurers?
Well, I have to say, I haven't actually met a free warforged in this city who came into my shop looking to buy something, so I'm very interested.
I'm Justice.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Artemis.
Like the, sorry.
That's Archimedes. He's not his type.
Got it.
Artemis is an owl. Well, I have something I've been working on. Perhaps you would be interested in it.
What is the human expression? I am all ears.
Let me go find it. And he wanders on the back, and he comes back out with it. He says, shh. He pulls out a little gold and blue, golden blue ball. He's like, go ahead.
Take a look at
I
it.
guess kind of peeks to life and has this like little eye.
Mhm.
I'm calling it a docent. It's kind of a little magical assistant.
Quite interesting. Did I encounter any of these during the war?
No, this is new.
Oh. What is it capable of?
Well, I'll let it tell you. And the thing zoom. I am quite equipped with all manner of abilities, or could be at one point in time. This model has been accosted with the ability to cast Detect Magic at will, and I will give you learned lessons in the histories and make you more aware of your surroundings.
That is quite impressive. I'll say both to it and to Artemis.
In addition, I understand 6 languages, including Common.
Quite useful. I would be interested.
I take your requests and will serve you dutifully. It does. It does.
Fuck.
It balances the game.
What do I have?
How much was it?
Yeah, I haven't even asked yet.
Okay.
What?
I thought
So
that I
six
missed it.
languages, histories, and
Makes me more perceptive. Cast mat at will. Detect magic at will.
you might change out your cloak.
Well, there's nothing saying that I can't alternate depending on the need of the mission. How much would such an item go for?
Well, under normal circumstances, I must say I was looking to sell it about 3,500 gold.
But under these circumstances,
If you're willing to send me reports on how it's doing, not necessarily, love letters, but just, an occasional little writing, I'll kind of sit rep, let me know, perhaps visit, come back, and allow me to gather information from its memory. 3,000 gold.
We are quite experienced. I believe that you could gather some very useful performance data from it. If you made it 2,700 gold, that would make it much more plausible for me.
Roll persuasion advantage.
That's only a 14.
3. Okay, 2,700.
You currently have 2,722.
I currently have 3,632.
You've not updated your tracker for a while.
I haven't.
Okay.
So the
I'm just
tracker says that.
Telling you what I put in from what we earned today.
Got it. Yeah, that's not correct.
Okay.
All right. Ugh. All right, 2,700 gold it is, and I will figure that out.
Okay, you get a docent that you can cast Detect Magic at will. It has a +7 to history and a +6 to perception. You can command it, and it's an intelligent magic item.
Holy shit.
So,
It's really fucking strong.
would you
my
repeat that again?
God.
It's a docent.
Amazing.
Cast Detect Magic at will. +7 to history, +6 to perception.
+7, 3, +6 perception. That's
And what happens if it gets damaged or anything like that?
Oh, it's quite durable. It's a magic item. Magic items are durable.
6 languages, you said?
6 languages. Common, giant, and, well, elven, draconic.
I mean, it's a thing. You can just add it.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
He didn't make this up. It's just a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dwarvish, yep.
Excellent. I will send situation reports based on its performance.
Fantastic. Is there any other shopping anyone would like to do? Before we wrap it up.
That's a really cool item, though.
It is.
Why it's so expensive?
Mm-hmm.
Did you make
Do
it,
you
or is it
custom?
actual?
Do you make custom orders of those?
Oh, this looks. Oh, I'm afraid it
Just
wouldn't.
thinking for a future reference, not.
Wouldn't
on
work
this
for
date
you. I'm afraid.
It only
No?
works for
Okay.
Warforged.
Oh, okay.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay.
Are you a free Warforged?
Yes.
There are not many in the city.
Not many at all.
It is a pleasure to meet another of our kind.
An absolute pleasure. I do look forward to those sit reps.
Of course.
So,
Alright.
as you guys exit the Coggles Cogworks into Fort Mountain Hall, and your minds then shift to Professor Vasilier and your next quarry, we're gonna go ahead and call it there.
Woo!
Woohoo! Thank you for everyone who showed up.
Oh,
Thank
man,
you to our new followers, and yeah, be sure to follow if you enjoyed tonight's stream. Forgot to say at the break. We will be back next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central. In the wonderful world of Edda, and it was awesome. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Tired.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
been a long day.
long week, and it's
man.
only Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's
Wonderful.
what new jobs will do to you.
Right, I know.
Yeah.
Curse capitalism.
New jobs, end of month.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really excited about the affiliate status. Can't wait for us to get the subscribe button on there.
We're working on that.
Yeah.
Gotta,
Yep.
do
Time.
things.
Just takes a little bit of work.
Yeah, it was a group effort.
Yep.
Yes.
Cool.
Alrighty. Well, see you next week, and
Bye, guys.
clickety click. Bye.
Bye.
Buttons are hard.